And actually, as much as I love giant rat battle, let's actually go to something a bit less dramatic for the time being.
Small rat battle.
Yeah.
Just one step down.
That's just it's just like one piccolo playing.
Oh. I
was trying to type in the plus maiden. I typed in piccolo. Gosh darn it. I can't even multitask in my own game. Okay. Can you guys hear the soft music? It's ambient, so it's not going to be very loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear it.
Alright, good.
Very barely.
Welcome back, ladies and gents and familiars. NPCs of all kinds. Welcome back to Crimson Throne. Wow, what a session last week, huh? I can tell how excited you all were.
It was lots of fun last week.
Yeah, it's fine. It was fine.
It was a hell of a fight, is what it was.
Well, Ross was a door.
It's almost like an entire cult ambushed you. I mean, cult-like numbers, I suppose. I don't know. Maybe I'm just overreaching.
Maybe.
I really like their skeletons. Those guys are good.
Especially hashtag skeleton the last.
Oh my God.
Still not over you stealing my kill.
Neither is he.
After jinxing me.
So last
you
session,
right? I forgot about that.
Last session you delved into the depths of the Temple of Ugathora, the goddess of disease and death and undeath. She wears many hats. And you entered the first room quietly and quickly learned that the entire temple had been alerted to your presence and a very, very deadly ambush had been set up for you. And the room you're now in, less than a minute or two later, is now quiet and littered with corpses. Over 27 bodies of physicians, cultists, and skeletons litter the floor. Everyone except maybe Amelia is covered in blood. The walls are splattered with dark, wet blood that seems to fit nicely with the motif of the skeletons dancing. And there's a gentle but stale breeze blowing through the rooms. Very, very softly. We're gonna pick up seconds after the fight ends. I assume there's probably a good 10 seconds of just everyone looking around, still hopped up on adrenaline, still not sure the fight's over. Maybe some of you still hardly believing what you've just been through. Others looking horrified at the carnage around you, because make no mistake, this room is horrific. What do you guys do?
The first thing Ross does is she's still really injured and hurt, so I'm sure she's like coughing up blood and like, I need a minute before we go on.
Freya will walk over and she'll say, "Yeah, I'll watch the door. You should go find Mary." Although I bet Mori's gonna find you.
Yeah, and Weary pops her head out of the room that she was in. She hears Ross talking, and she bustles over to help out.
So Aras starts like fiddling and rummaging through her bag, and she pulls out her scroll of rope trick, which So how does it work casting from a scroll squee?
You basically unroll the scroll and you read it. So you guys would see Arlen maybe take a look at it, study it a bit, and then start in an archaic tongue saying words of power in sentences that many of you may not understand, because while it is technically a version of Common, it would be like a highly skilled PhD trying to discuss a very complicated topic in a research paper. You know what I mean? Like the average person who has not studied Arcana is not going to understand these words. As Arlen, as your mouth forms the words, you feel the surge of power rush through you, and you feel your words give it form and meaning. And as the scroll, it's as if something is leaving the scroll, entering through you, and then being shaped by your words. And as you speak it, the words on the scroll begin to fade, until as you read the last one, they fade completely and you hold a blank piece of parchment in your hand. But when you look up from reading it, there is a length of rope dangling. Where would you be putting it, Arlen?
So I would actually be putting it in the corner of the elevator back here, because I think, or actually no, I'll put it like in this corner here, some corner of the room that I think is away or safe.
Okay. You see a rope seem to fall out of the air, just straight from about 10 feet above you, just falls to the floor with a plop, and it looks like it's running into nothing.
Wow, I almost didn't think that would work. So according to everything I've read, apparently there's a space up there that's extra dimensional that we can just kind of stay for a little bit of time, get our breath. So, I'll start to like climb up the rope using the wall for leverage.
Okay. Make me a climb check. It's very simple, athletics check. It's not a hard DC at all, but you see a Ross still in her weakened state struggle a bit using the wall, but she manages to climb up. And as she climbs up about 10 feet into the air, not too far above her head. Well, she's a dwarf. About twice her height. You see her disappear into nothingness, as if she's climbing through a doorway that you can't see.
So if nobody comes up, I'll like stop and like stick my head down and be like, "Are you guys gonna come up here? There's plenty of room."
I think Freya would probably be still looking through the doors, a bit hesitant, but I would say, we should set up something to make sure they don't pass by. At least so we'll know. We could prop the bodies against the doors. Not that I really want to touch them.
Oh, hang on. I might have something for that. Maybe, possibly. How do I use this? Excuse me. No, I don't have it set up. I was going to say I could use alarm, but I don't have it prepared.
It's a ritual.
It's a ritual.
You can cast it.
I also have a scroll of alarm that I could use.
No, it's fine. Okay.
Well, if we can just ritual cast it, it shouldn't be an issue.
Yeah, and a ritual cast, ritual cast won't count as one of my spell slots, right?
No, it will not. It takes 10 minutes to do, but it's like a free spell.
It takes 1 minute to do.
Oh, never mind. It takes 1 minute to do, but it's like a free spell.
Alright, I need a tiny bell and a piece of silver wire.
So you guys see Amelia pull like a tiny silver, almost like a jingle bell, from her pouch, and a small wire, and begin to spool it out. I'm assuming you're doing it around the whole room.
Yeah. So, because each of those doors lead outwards, I'm gonna do it across all of the doors that are not the what's it called? Elevator, dumbwaiter, whatever.
Understood. The lift. You see Amelia. It looks like she's laying the wire down, speaking words of power as she does it. And when she finally finishes and makes it around the room, takes about a minute, she attaches the bell to the end, rings it once, and the wire disappears.
She looks at everyone and goes, "That should let us know it'll last for about 8 hours, but hopefully this doesn't take that long."
Freya will nod, and she'll seem that's acceptable. No need to touch the bodies then. And she'll say, "Yeah, I suppose we should all get some rest. And hopefully, if anything tries to walk through here, we can surprise it."
All right. So do the rest of us have to do athletics checks?
Yeah, everyone go ahead and roll me a DC athletics. You just need a 5.
I have a +0. Oh, she's fine. Amelia gets 11.
I'll go ahead and roll for Shala.
We were able to do the last step. She will help everybody else up.
Hey, Shala barely makes it.
Yikes.
She slipped a little bit at the end.
Just a tad.
Let me roll for Cressida. Oh, this comes in where I was asking if she would have proficiency in athletics or not.
Yes, she would, certainly. Cressida
Okay.
is very, very physically fit.
That probably proves it.
Yeah, Cressida, actually, is an important question. Actually, well, Cressida would say this. Many of you are injured. I am fairly untouched. I'll go up last. That way, in case there's trouble, I'll be the first one down.
Moiri will kind of wave her off. It's fine, dear. Get some rest.
I'm not intending not to get any rest. I'm just gonna be the last one up.
Moiri is she's been a little quiet. And as everybody else kind of shuffles up the rope and disappears into the door, she's just kind of sitting and looking at all of the bodies on the floor.
I should mention,
She says, "Oh, go
Freya
ahead."
actually has not gone up yet. I was just waiting.
Right, I imagine everyone rolled their checks, but I'm gonna let you guys choose like what order everyone goes up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just make you visible again. No. Actually, no. You know what? I'll make you invisible, and we'll make people invisible as they go up. So Ross is up there. Is anyone else going up? Who's going up next?
Shala, probably.
Okay. Shala would struggle up the rope, but make it up there.
I guess Ria will head up next then.
Okay. Ria, you don't have much trouble getting up there. You're scratched a little bit, but you've had so much worse. You don't even feel it with the adrenaline. Like, I imagine, like, at this point, you're starting to notice, oh, hey, someone nicked me.
Real quick, Squee. The room to the north with all the tools on the table, is there anything that's, like, noticeable in there? Or it's just...
Roll me a... Well, if you want to just take a quick look, roll me a perception. If you actually want to spend some time going through it, roll me investigation.
Yeah, she's gonna take a little bit of time.
Okay, sure.
22.
Nice. What you see are cabinets and low benches filled, to fill the table, the chamber. And from Pregs on the opposite side of the room, there are empty black eyes of 2 beak plague masks. This looks like a place where physicians would put on their uniforms. As you search through the room, you find several things that may be of interest to you. There are a ton of Queen's Physician robes and other accoutrements that would equal about 20 outfits of the common outfits you've seen that the type Faust used to wear. There are other small implements, doctor's tools, things of that you don't see much value in. But you do notice that the most valuable items in the room are held behind the cabinet on the west wall. It's got a locked glass door. And inside you see, through the glass doors, you see what looks like healer's kits, gems made of some sort of black, maybe black onyx, and 4 flasks, though you can't tell what they are from here.
Gotcha. On the physician's robes, does it look like there's anything inside of the masks?
Yes, inside the masks, like stuffed down the beak of the masks, are little packets of what look like herbs or spices. Things that give off a pungent but somewhat sweet smell.
Is there anything familiar about the smell or anything like that, or is it's just things that smell good?
It looks like things that just smell good.
Okay. Alright, Amelia will deal with that shit later, and she's gonna go up the ladder.
Okay. And then Annika will go with you, of course, float up into the door.
Roll athletics.
I should also denote, as those of you climb up, as you pass beyond the door, you find a pocket dimension that doesn't have any walls or floors or any discernible features whatsoever. All you see around you is like a gentle gray mist that swirls around, and the entire place is covered in a uniform gray light. You can't tell the source of the light or even a direction of it. It's just as if everything is illuminated evenly. It's comfortable temperature, not hot, not cold, very quiet. And then there were 3 in the room.
So, Freya's probably looking around a bit. I'm sure grimacing at all the curling details and the walls and all the bodies, but there's something she wants to do first, despite her not really wanting to do it that much. One of the cultists, the higher ranking people, the ones with like the halberds, right? I'm sure, because their tokens aren't anymore, I'm sure there's like a body somewhere over here.
Tons.
For one of them.
Tons. Dozens? No, there's like 3 or 4.
She wanted to investigate one of their corpses to see if she could find anything that could be useful.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Or if she could discern anything, but yeah. Let me go find my investigation.
Oh,
that's a pretty good roll.
That's a nat 20. I don't know if we've discussed in Crimson Throne or not. I think we have. How skill checks work, that there aren't technically criticals in skill checks.
They aren't crits. That is correct.
Yeah.
It was just a good roll.
It's just the best you could possibly do. Still, usually rolling a 20 on a skill check is almost always going to be very good for you. In this instance, though, you find not much of note. You see that they are wearing a breastplate of hardened adamantium. You see that the scythes are just masterwork scythes, no real other special features other than that. The robes underneath are high quality silks and linen, look fairly comfortable. And inside, on their belt, you see a pouch that contains 5 gold pieces and a book.
She'll take the gold pieces in the book. There is one other thing of interest. Depending on someone's hands, you can generally tell what type of life they've led, like whether it was a lot of physical labor or not.
Sure.
Do these people look like they have a lot of calluses or something like that on their hands?
The hands look pocked, as if burned by some form of acid or fire in splotches. In your investigation, roll me an intelligence check, actually. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Roll me a medical... Are you proficient at all in medical?
Well, I'm not.
Roll me an intelligence check. Straight intelligence, then. Okay, 19. It looks to you as if they look like splash burns, as if something splashed their hand, like they were cooking with grease or messing with acid or something of that nature. And the marks run up their forearm. As far as the hands being calloused or anything, not really. Whoever this person was, they didn't live a life of hard labor. Well, not entirely true, actually. I take that back. They are trained in wielding giant scythes. I assume their hands would be somewhat calloused.
Right. It's the difference between, like, a farm boy, though, and...
Yes, correct. The difference between a farm boy and a fighter.
Okay. So, she'll take the 5 gold pieces and the book. And she'll make her way back over to the road, because she can tell, probably by now, with exception to maybe Amelia, everyone's already caught up.
Right. Amelia, Murray, and Chrysidia.
I think she'll start to make her way up, and she'll inspect the book during the rest.
Okay.
Let me see if I can make my way up that rope now.
Can you move your token off a little bit to the side?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so you can't see it, but you're on Amelia. Very impolite.
Oh.
And then the funny thing is you move to Shala.
Oh no.
It's fine. It's fine.
I can't tell.
And as you climb the rope, you have some trouble.
Yeah.
Climbing's not your thing. You never had gym class. But you do manage to make it up there with the help of the wall. And then there was Murray and Chrysidia.
Murray is kind of just looking at all of the bodies. And she says, almost to herself, like almost so quietly that Cressida can't hear, I wonder what paths they led here. Just more lost children.
You feel a hand on your shoulder. Harden yourself like steel, Murray. There's worse yet to come, and we need you.
You have me, but my heart is not a hard one. And Mary will make her way up the rope.
You see Cressida below you. You can see out of the circle You see Cressida below you takes one last look around and then climbs up the rope, just using her hands, just almost as if she was did this kind of thing every day. And as she enters the little hovel, she pulls the rope up after her and kind of blinks in surprise as when she does so, the hole beneath you turns almost translucent. You can still see out of it, but it's kind of misted now. And of course, Aras and anyone else familiar with the spell would know that with the rope pulled up, even though Chrysidia didn't know that's what was happening, she just didn't want to leave her rope dangling down. With the rope pulled up, no one can see you or the hole. You are completely hidden with all save a detect magic spell.
Would see invisible see through that?
No. You are in a completely different pocket dimension right now.
Nice.
I think
you are untouchable
only...
with the exception of Dispel Magic, and unseeable with the exception of Detect Magic. And even with Detect Magic, they can tell there's magic here, but they can't get incredibly specific.
Yeah, I'm not sure if True Sight could see this, but there's no way they have True Sight, so it doesn't really matter.
Even if they did, True Sight doesn't let you see into different dimensions.
Yeah, I think it lets you see into the ethereal plane, but that's it.
This is not.
Yeah.
This doesn't count. Yeah.
You're correct. Like, they could see if you were, like, casting Blink or Banish or something, they might be able to see you, but this is different. This is almost like a bag of holding where you won't suffocate.
Oh, it is true.
Everybody roll your hit die.
As you guys spin up there. And the interesting thing is, once you get up here, you no longer feel any strain from holding onto the rope. It's as if your weight is many, many times less, so that you can actually rest here. You can't move around. It's not the room itself is not very big at all. Actually, hang on. Let me see. It has been a spell since I looked at that spell. So let me pull out spells. Because I'm curious to know how big the room is.
It is big enough for 8 medium-sized creatures.
Yeah. So yeah, never mind. You're not having to hang on to the rope or anything. You guys can actually get up there and kind of sit down on a floor that you can't see, because imagine if someone had covered the ground in a very thick, dry ice type of fog that didn't disappear. But it's not uncomfortable. And you all spend the next 30 minutes resting. Gain a short rest, roll a hit dice if you want to recover anything the short rest would give you.
No spell slots, right?
Not for clerics. Wizards get some.
Right.
But you do get your channel divinity back.
Well, I didn't use any spell slots, so I'm good. I also
Speak
didn't
for
lose.
yourself. I have to keep you alive.
I know. But yeah, I don't need to heal anything. I don't need to really do anything. Honestly, I could probably be wandering around and searching things, but it's probably safer for me to be with everyone else.
Let's go send a squishy wizard to investigate alone.
It's fine. Alright, so 30 minutes pass. Does anyone discuss anything during this time?
Yes. Aras is going to go over to Murray. And, you know, I'm assuming there's not like a whole lot of extra space, so she's just going to be really quiet. And she's just going to say, I need you to hold on to this for me. And if something happens, well, can you go ahead and send it to Satomi? And she'll hand you like a folded piece of paper.
You feel Weary's eyes on you. And she will take it gently and put it beneath her robe.
Thanks.
And she'll rest a hand on your shoulder. She doesn't say anything. You just know that she understands.
Yeah. Ross clearly did not like tanking.
Well, then don't do it next time.
Occupation door. Not a fan.
No, not so much.
I guess you can at least be thankful you were a D8 hit class and not a D6. But not really, not a good job for you.
No. But surprisingly, I did not use all my hit dice.
No,
So.
because you defended sometimes. That saved, I think that literally saved you from at least 2 scythe attacks, and those things are nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, 30 minutes pass. Not a lot of conversation happening. I think everyone's kind of reflecting on what just happened. You know, playing Dungeons and Dragons, we're all big goddamn heroes, and we fight all the time, and sometimes we gloss over this kind of thing. But your characters, you were in a war. There's no other way to describe that. This was a killing field. And I gotta imagine everyone handles that and processes that a bit differently. The only one who seems not very perturbed by any of this, or the only two, I should say, Cressida. She has a grim set to her jaw, as if this is not a new experience for her. And Shala. Shala sits quietly, calmly, playing her violin and a song of rest, which, by the way, for those of you who need it, which would include Shala and Wiri, you can go ahead and take off that last couple of points.
So we're back up to max.
Mm-hmm. After about 30 minutes or so, you all feel you're going to be about as rested as you can be without, actually bedding down.
Fuck, I was muted. How long does this last?
About
the
30
pocket
minutes.
dimension. No, the pocket dimension itself.
Oh, the
how
pocket
long-
dimension.
how long
1
does it?
Yeah,
1 hour.
1 hour, yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Sorry.
Here when we get back. No, this is fine. Like it's safer than what would have been.
Oh, and by the way, I should mention, during the 30 minutes, your alarm spell does not trigger at all.
Good to know.
It was worth being cautious.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since it's just a ritual cast. Also, hopefully everyone's okay with being in very close proximity of corpse ghost lady.
Better than being down there.
That's fair. Singular,
Yeah.
not
Two.
smelly corpse lady as opposed to the pile of bodies.
And
Yeah,
the walls,
you know,
everything
it's
in there is a corpse.
You notice Moira keeping a healthy distance and an eye on Annika, but she doesn't say anything.
I think Rhea's probably giving Annika glances, but it's kind of timidly. Probably a bit shaky too, just anxious in general. Just continuing to read.
I will say at some point during the 30 minutes, Annika would go over to Amelia and float down to where they're face to face. And she has a strained expression on her face. He is here. In this temple, I can feel him.
Does anyone else hear that, or is it just Amelia?
No, it would be, it's very quiet in here. She's not completely hiding it. And she continues. His fingers grasp my spine, even still.
Amelia closes her eyes and takes a breath and nods and whispers back, "We'll be rid of him soon enough. I promise."
Sorry, I didn't catch that first part.
Oh,
Yeah, you're way too quiet, honey.
We'll be rid of him soon enough, I promise.
Annika simply nods and then begins floating around like a ghost.
Or something.
Like floating past people, not paying attention to them. So there you all sit, resting with a creepy weird ghost floating around you. And I'm like, she's not just floating in one place, she's wandering, like someone aimlessly wandering the halls. Rattling chains. No, not really.
That's delightful. Don't
Where did you get those?
Place in the back.
So, after 30 minutes, Cressida would stand up and stretch. So, once more into the fray.
I do want to ask, real quick, Squee. Perhaps it was a book completely unrelated to the temple, but I just find that a bit unlikely.
Oh.
Did Freya yield anything useful from reading it?
It is a codexes, almost a holy book of the cult of Ugathor. You don't gain anything you would find useful, but it's incredibly distasteful. It is a book of prayers to the undead goddess, and a book of rituals of how to properly prepare sacrifices and corpses. It's a fairly disturbing read, and you come from the academy.
Yeah, that place isn't so great, but it's definitely better than this place.
Anyone who sees you reading the book, especially Murray, Amelia, and Aras, you would almost instantly recognize that book. It's a copy of the book you found on that first cultist, though this one doesn't have anything written in the margins or names scratched out.
You see Muri's face just twist in disgust. But she doesn't say anything.
Oh god, I just realized. Freya just inadvertently did what Foster had been trying to do for so long.
Yeah. I was thinking that, but I didn't say anything.
She seems tense.
Yeah.
But she does not move to do anything. But she's watching very carefully.
I don't think, because here's the thing, the way passive perception works, right? And I imagine, right, because it's only if you're actually looking for something, just not rolling.
Right.
Freya's not doing that. She probably doesn't even notice Mori looking at her.
Gotcha.
Like, I imagine Freya's probably, like, you know how you have that excitement to delve into a horror novel? Like, you want to see what's on the next page,
Sure.
but you understand at the same time, like, it's not the type of material you should be reading.
Sure.
She probably has that kind of morbid curiosity on her face, along with a little bit of a kind of grimace, because she's very interested to learn more about this, because it was something Faust had been pursuing. Not that she knew that he had this exact book in mind to read. She didn't know that. But things like this. But I think overall, she would definitely have a look of distaste as well.
Anything else you guys want to do during the 30 minutes?
Yes. Aras wants to hand Rhea from her bag a potion, the potion of heroism, and a scroll of compelled duel.
Speaking of potions real quick, how are we doing? Who has what?
I have like 3 of the greater potions that we had earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to divvy those out or something.
Yeah, I gave mine to Freya. I don't have any more healing potion. I do have a potion of climbing.
Well then, Freya will hand it back to you because you're the healer, and she has one on her, and she didn't end up needing it.
Gotcha. Okay, so that back.
Oh shit.
It's a greater healing, so you know.
Hey, Squee.
Yes.
For a wand of the war mage, that adds +1 to hit on a spell, correct?
Attack rolls, correct.
On attack rolls. Okay, because I haven't been using that and I have one.
Well, on the bright side, you've mostly been throwing acid splash, so
That's true.
Very
Yeah,
true.
and it's mostly been working for you.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
the war mage
how-
wouldn't help with that one.
Well, how would I equip it? Because I don't know. I'm not.
I think you can actually attach it to your character somehow. Says the GM.
That is an interesting point. While we're investigating that, I do also have something to ask, because I don't know if Cressida would have thought to or not. Would she have brought potions? Because I don't know if she would have access to those.
Cressida?
Mm-hmm.
She has no potions. Healing kit, but no potions. She
Okay,
has nothing magical on her. She highly skilled, but on a government paycheck.
That's
No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, also, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I have 1 potion of healing and 5 flasks of alchemist fire.
Because I'd like, if possible, for everyone in the party to have 1 healing potion in case, for some reason, all the healers go down. Right? It's just whoever's closest gets them up.
Yeah.
Because Freya has 1 common in case that happens, but
I have 4 common. That's all I have.
because maybe just handing Cressida 1 in case you go down and she can just pick you up.
Yeah, Ria's also going to give one of the greater that she has.
One of the greater two.
Shala.
Oh, alright.
Of course you did. Why am
Her
I?
waifu.
God,
we're
I'm
giving
so
potions out to
surprised.
people in case the healers go down. Why are you getting on me?
Shut
Ross will give a second comment to Cressida. Just in
Okay.
case.
Yeah, that way, in case you guys go down, or even if she needs it because she's in the front lines.
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, did you edit Shala's sheet?
How do you mean?
Did you add anything to her inventory?
No.
Okay, then she already has a potion of greater healing, if that makes a difference.
Okay.
She would reach into her pocket and pull one out, and she'd say, I have one already.
Ria will just nod and put it away.
Thank you, though.
Alright. Is there anything else we need to sort out before we go back down?
I think I'm good on my end.
That's it.
Yeah, I think we're good.
What type of potion are we giving to Cressida? I always keep saying Cressida.
I believe.
Weary,
Two
Weary will
commons.
hand off her greater healing potion, or Ross can keep hers.
Does Mori still have a healing potion on her?
Yeah, you gave it back to me.
Greater
Well,
or regular?
No, I know you have it. I mean, I want everyone to have 1. That's why I was asking.
Well, if worse comes to worse, I can heal myself.
That's true. I suppose you are the cleric, so you don't need it as bad as Cressida does.
Is it
No, and my channel divinities are essentially just for healing. So
Mm-hmm.
well, and turning undead, but yeah. What type of potion was it? Regular or common or greater?
greater.
Well, I documented on her sheet the 2 comments from Aras, and now I have the 1 greater from
Did you?
Weary.
I don't see it in her.
I probably am not putting it in the same place that most people put it, because I don't know how to use these sheets. I put it in inventory into treasure. I put it in the treasure section.
It's treasure. Oh, look at this right there. Yeah, sure, that works.
Yeah, I don't know how to implement it from the library still. I'm
That's fine.
kind of a scrub.
It's fine. It's more than fine. Alright, okay. With that.
So then, I was gonna ask, Ross, do you want to still hold on to the 2 comments then?
I mean, I still have 3, so
Okay, then you'll be okay probably, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Also, because I remember you mentioning something about wanting to do this, did you want to change any attachments on your rifle?
Oh, yes, while all this is going on, I'm going to switch out the silencer for the sight.
Yeah. I remember you saying that last
Sorry.
session. So no, it's fine. I mean, here's the thing. If you as players denote it, I want to try and you know.
Sorry, I clicked it on my sheet. I just didn't mention it while everybody
Perfectly
else was
fine.
talking.
So you
Forgot.
do see a Ross switching out parts on her rifle, parts that you don't. You know, there's some gizmo doohickey thing. You see her take off some gizmo doohickey thing off the end of the barrel and put another gizmo doohickey thing on top of the barrel.
Yeah.
Ross is like the magical version of a redneck. There we go.
I sometimes picture a Ross. Does anyone remember the Neverending Story? That old tinkerer gnome guy.
I watched that when I was really young, but I know who
Yeah.
you're talking about. I don't remember name though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
That's-
his name, but I remember him.
That's sort of what I'm going for. Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Except she's starting young, so that's why she keeps making mistakes. And
So with that, Cressida will say, so do we just climb back down? I'm not sure how this works.
yeah, pretty much slide back down the rope and before the time is up. Otherwise, it's gonna kick you and everything in here out.
Huh. Okay then. Cressida will poke her head out of the hole. Put her head back up. Coast is clear. Throw the rope down and gently slide down to the bottom.
I'm
Step
assuming
to
we're
the
all kind of exiting in the opposite order that we went up. Somewhere is it?
There he goes. And then Freya comes back down. Amelia with Annika melodramatically floating behind her. Shala. And last but not least, Aras. And Aras, as you leave, you give it a mental command and the rope disappears. It kinda
Feel like
Rhea just stays.
Yeah, our paladin
Yep.
just disappeared.
And you never saw Rhea again.
She ascended to godhood. I told you it would happen.
Where is Rhea? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Rhea! There you go. But it's like the rope, with the mental command, it's like the rope is pulled up, almost like a measuring tape. You know, when you let go and it goes, and there's a little poof, and then nothing.
That's kind of satisfying. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should cast that spell more often. Except I don't think any of us know that spell.
I mean, I don't know it yet, but I will.
Yeah.
What's the name of the spell?
Rope trick.
It's a good one. I want to get Leomin's tiny hut, which is the big boy version of that.
Well,
Helton's a lot of fun.
It has its negatives, though. Layama's tiny hut is not invisible.
That is true. It is
Nope.
not
Still
invisible.
can't touch you though.
Yep.
Well,
Very
they
true.
can just go under it. It's only a dome.
I'm waiting for the campaign where the players like hide in it and then like they just get surrounded by like 30 bad guys going, come on, let's go.
And it doesn't it last for like 8 hours?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it lasts
You can
for
walk
goddamn
out of it
ever.
whenever you want
Which is
to.
plenty of time for all the reinforcements to come.
Oh shit, I can cast rope trick. Okay.
But again,
I just
though,
don't have it prepared.
here's what you do. Because you can walk out of it, they can't walk through it. You put it next to a door
Yep.
that they can't
Oh,
get
there's
to that
lots
side of the door.
There's lots of fun things you can do with it. The only thing I don't allow, I don't remember if the rules allow it or not, but I don't allow, is you can't like stick your hand out with a bow and shoot it and then stick it back in. I don't let that happen.
You can't do that, yeah. I would argue if they put any part of their body out of it, they have to go completely out. Yeah.
Agreed. So, you guys are back in the room, the little room of horrors.
You really gotta enunciate more when you say that word.
The room of horrors.
I was thinking
gonna
that.
say
but I mean,
anything.
You're assuming I didn't enunciate? No, the little room of horrors.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give Weary a heart attack. The bodies are just replaced with prostitutes.
In sassy
Jesus.
positions.
Oh my god.
So,
Well,
where to?
I'm thinking they checked the rooms upstairs, but Freya doesn't know that. Would you guys have openly talked about what you've discovered? Because Freya's never been up there.
What is in moving Wary over here? What is in this room?
Okay, so we're going down
Are
there.
there any
Let's-
doors in this room?
This is,
Okay.
give me a second.
It's like a closet?
There's a number of crates in this room, a particularly large one that has been dragged to the chamber's center. And around it stand a bunch of mismatched chairs and stools. Though nothing of important. It looks like a waiting area, maybe a guard post, something of that nature.
I want to check out this one up here with all the beds and everything.
Sure. So you make your way in there, and you, like I said before, you see black sheeted cots all over the room with satin coverings. It's almost oddly luxurious for cots, at least. They have overstuffed pillows, and the sense you get from this is funerary trappings, or like the resting places of those that have passed. Numerous skulls are set evenly within the room's stone walls, and candles inside them cause them to glow like morbid jack-o'-lanterns, casting a dim light across the room. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Before you roll, let me ask, because I know we've kind of talked about it some. Can she use my investigation check bonus? Alongside with me aiding her.
Well, no, I mean, I'm fine with any of you rolling the investigation, someone else aiding them if you want to do it that way.
Okay, yeah, I was just asking, because if she's going to investigate, but we're all anyway.
Yeah, so like I said before, if you're all in the room, I will let you guys use however you would like to do it.
Okay.
I have a +7.
I have a +8. Would you like me to go for it?
I will aid one of you because I have a +1.
Oh, honey.
Rhea / good.
It's okay. Even with advantage, you'll get a higher roll. Oh,
Oh.
no.
Oh,
But
Here,
advantage.
make-
You have advantage.
please. Oh my god.
Well,
Oh, just shoot
That's
me.
One better.
God damn it.
and now, just cause, roll an investigation check, Rhea. Oh, no. I wanted to really be like, never doubt yourself. Rhea. You got this.
Rhea's very good at lifting crates off of like sewer covers, apparently, but not checking stuff.
I imagine it's the eerie scenery that's distracting you guys.
You guys spend a couple minutes going through the room looking for things, but you don't discover too much of note. The sheets and satin coverings, while looking very nice and fancy, as you get closer to them, also look like they haven't been washed in a very long time. You do find a few footlockers that are unlocked, and some of them open. And inside, you find 40 gold pieces, 58 silver pieces, and about 160 copper pieces.
Any potions?
No potions.
No.
Well, did you ever check out the thing on the wall, the lock thing? Amelia, you found it.
The glass cabinet.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah.
Oh, so I was going to use knock on it, but when I read back over knock, it says that there's a big, like, knocking sound that can be heard for like 300 some odd feet or something like that. So I'll save that for when we get back, because we don't need to be garnering more attention than need be.
I'll just smash it open. It'll be heard for like 20 feet and we're good.
Oh, God. Does it look like it's a magical lock or just like a normal?
No, it's just a normal padlock.
Lock and key.
Yeah.
I mean, you can try. I just don't want an alarm to go off.
Doesn't, and I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't a Ross have some, like a lock pick thing or whatever?
Thieves'
Or no?
tools.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have thieves' tools. Sorry, what are we trying to pick? I was not even paying attention.
There's a cabinet that I believe has like fancy jewels and some other stuff in there. I think you said there were a couple of potions in there.
Well, I said flasks, but you kind of did
Flasks.
where you are.
There are healer's kits though.
And healer's kits.
Yes. Okay, so yeah, that might honestly that might be worth it at this point.
Okay, I will head towards where you're directing me to, and
Yeah, it's
Try to
in
pick
the
up-
room on the table.
And I'm assuming you want me to do, gosh, I don't even know, what is it, sleight of hand?
Don't-
Yes.
I thought there was like a separate thing that you used for the thieves' tools, or is that just in roll?
No,
20?
these tools are what allow her to do it. Like, the bonus is the same for her. Sleight of hand.
If she's proficient in thieves' tools, then it's the same, yeah. That's true.
Okay. All right, never mind. I'll shut up.
It would matter if she had expertise in one of them, though, which I don't think she does.
So I'm actually proficient in thieves' tools, but not proficient in sleight of hand.
Oh, well, then use your thieves' tools.
Well, I don't know.
You just roll a flat d20, and then we can add the bonus.
Yeah, so basically roll a flat d20, add your dexterity plus your proficiency.
I'm gonna roll stealth because it does that already.
Sure.
It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
16.
16.
Mhm.
Yeah, it takes you about 4 minutes or so, and a few frustrated curse words, but you do manage to get the click, and the lock falls off. And you open the doors, and inside you see these 23 black onyx gems. They look valuable. And you see 4 healer's kits. And you can tell, just from looking at them and holding them, 4 magical potions, though you're not sure of what kind.
Could I roll like an arcana to see if I can try and identify them?
No,
But I think you need to use the identify spell.
Freya could identify them. She's just not in the room. But if you asked.
I can identify them as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, but you can only identify, I believe, one at a time. It'd be quicker if we did it as collaborative work. Yeah.
I totally agree. Because it takes a full minute to cast it as a ritual, so.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I guess we just drag that shit into the living space. Or something. Or Amelia can just call Freya into the room to be like, hey, we need you.
Yeah, the doors are probably open.
Yeah.
So she'll make her way over there. And probably still kind of antsy looking around a bit.
She floats through the wall.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, do you want me to... Here we go,
No,
there we go.
no, it's fine.
Let me go back real quick. But she'd walk in now and say, is something the matter?
I'll just hand 2 bottles to her and say, help me identify these.
Oh, yes. I think she'll Are there, like, chairs in this room?
Yeah.
Or is this...
chairs.
Yeah.
It's like a dressing room.
So she'll probably just sit down and start ritual casting it.
Alright, takes about 10 minutes. Now, technically it's supposed to be 10 minutes per item. Though, I don't like that. I don't like you guys having to sit there for an hour just to... This potion is this. That potion is that. So, typically, here's the way I rule it. If it's simple things, potions, common magic items, whatnot, one ritual casting will do. If you're just casting the spell, it's just per item, because you're holding that item and casting, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you do a ritual, you can tell the easy stuff. If there's something a bit more complex, you're going to have to focus on that for 10 minutes. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, perfect. So, you find 3 of them are potions of greater healing. One of them was a potion of greater healing at one time. However, it has aged somewhat and something has tainted it. It has lost its original purpose and it become a potion of poison. This potion has the ability to... Anyone who ingests it is dealt 1d8 damage per round for 6 rounds. A poisoned creature can make a DC 14 Constitution save each round to negate the damage and end the affliction.
And I assume it looks identical to the rest of these.
Identical.
Then, if we're keeping this, don't put it in the same bag.
Yep. So... does it have to be
that
consumed?
one on the shelf?
It does have to be consumed.
Okay. Oh no, we're definitely taking it with us.
We could still find some way to use it. It's just, we would want to make sure that it was identifiable to us as poison and not a healing potion.
Just put a little skull and crossbones on the jar.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
we probably have the materials to, like, put a bit of ink on it. Stain the side of the bottle, we could tell just by that.
Screw it. I'll just tear off like a little piece of the blanket that Rhea has and we'll wrap it around it.
Give it a little bow. Sure, we'll give it a bow.
Yeah!
They'll never
isn't
suspect
poison,
it to
it's
be
good stuff.
poison.
That'll
Yeah, it looks so
never.
pretty. Good. Let's give it a smiley face, too.
But of course.
As it should be.
So, is there anything else we want to do before we head off?
I think we're good.
No. And while Mary is in this room over here, can I roll a perception check to see if I hear anything, or I can tell where that... You said there was like a breeze going through, where that's going to and from?
No, it's like a very gentle breeze that's just swirling through the rooms. There's no source or direction, or if there is, the walls and the doorways spread it out so much that you can't really tell.
Gotcha.
It
Can
seems
I at
as if
least roll?
maybe the Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just asking, can I roll perception to see if I hear anything?
Yeah, you know what? Go ahead and just roll me perception in general. Me too. Okay. You don't hear anything. Concentrating for a moment, you can tell maybe this gentle breeze is coming from further in the temple this way, but that's really hard to tell. The walls are making it ebb and flow.
Gotcha. Okay. So these are double doors on
Correct.
the right here? Are they like
On which one?
on the right in
Yes.
the room that I'm in?
Correct.
Okay. Do they have the same skeletons on them or no?
Not really. This room is actually very different. We've never really described this room, have we? It's been lots of combat in here, but it's a very interesting room, actually, that you're standing in. There are thick panes of glass, fragments, and even on the walls, and almost like exhibitions. And behind them are fragments and even whole bodies of the living dead. They line the walls and the floor of this chamber. Their rotting faces sneer and broken fingers claw at each other as the shattered forms twitch in vain, their splintered appendages grasping hopelessly. Yet rather than some massive, nightmarish grave, this horror show seems instead to be a stomach-churning attempt at art.
Disgusting. I hate it.
You just don't appreciate art.
No, I just don't appreciate this. This isn't art. Thanks. Weary will head down to these doors, and are these doors locked?
No, they are not.
Okay, she will open this door.
Okay, give me a second here. There we go. As you step through the room, you see 8 fairly unpleasant-looking beds. Their sharp iron frames are threaded and worn with manacles that stain their leather straps. Several are occupied by patients. They don't seem to have the blood veil in them, but they are sedated, and they look like they have been experimented on. Your trained medical eye, without even rolling, can tell these people have been injected and prodded and had pieces cut off of them. And they are all fairly comatose, or if they are conscious, they are incredibly lethargic. Between them stand several small tables strewn with gore-soaked pans, flasks of mysterious fluids, and all manner of nasty-looking cutting instruments. A sizable brown-crimson stain covers much of the eastern wall, as if all the blood from a body once held there had exploded forth in a single violent eruption.
Out of curiosity, is that by the door or by the patient?
Yeah, the eastern wall. Can you point to which one that is?
Right here.
It's by the door. That's scary. Don't go to the door. Okay.
Do any of the patients seem like they're unstable, like they need medical attention right this second?
No. They're just very lethargic. And everyone who's proficient, roll me a medical check.
Ooh.
Oh. Aras, Muri, both of you can tell these are Varisians.
Weary will roll up to one of them, who seems like more or less awake, and start gently talking to them. It's all right. We're here to help.
When Aras walks in the room, she's still kind of like really stunned, just emotionless, and then just kind of whispers, half talks, half whispers, these must be the Varisians they were talking about.
Some of them are missing. They must have been taken further in. We need to get them out of here.
But we need to make sure. We don't know what's further ahead. I mean, do you want us to move them now?
We can put them in the elevator and send them up, and the clerics upstairs can take care of them. I'm not willing to leave them here, or else.
That's also going to leave us trapped until they, send it back down.
I'll send Majenko with them, and he can take it back down.
Majenko nods. I can ensure they don't keep it up there, that's for sure.
Thank you, little friend. Come. We'll have to try and make as few trips with them as possible. How many are there in total?
There are 4 total.
Okay. Four people laying down, sitting, whatever, can probably fit in the elevator.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is everyone's passive perception?
17.
16.
11.
12.
Okay. Muri, as you go forward to, get one of the bodies, you hear from down below to the southwest what sounds like coughing through the walls.
She will stop sharply where she has been, kind of leaning over this person to try and help them, and raise a hand for silence. Should I make a perception check to try and listen further?
By all means.
And I would say if Freya noticed, because she has a fairly high passive as one is standing next to you, she would aid you.
Oh, so roll it with advantage.
Oh, oops, okay. Perception.
As Freya, holds your ears open.
Thanks.
I mean, it's really just her listening too, but yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, honestly, now that I think about it, this is fine, but now I think about it, I don't think we should be able to aid people with perception. How would that even work? I think everyone should just roll a perception roll.
That's fair. I think it's just, with the advantage systems, it just makes it quicker. That's the only reason people allow it.
I see. But in Fantasy Grounds, things move along at a pretty slow
Well,
pace.
I mean, you can consider it this way. If you have two people looking for the source for a sound or something, you can at least...
Though. Yeah.
What?
That would be investigation, though.
Oh, well, whatever.
I just like the idea that someone's holding the other person's ears open more.
Well, with Muiri shooting, Freya would just be parting the fluff and
the
feathers
feathers
around the earballs.
I think she'd be a bit too intimidated to do that. But, I mean...
Muiri, as you begin to actively listen, you hear that cough again, and if you go closer to, I'm just going to move you for a second, to this wall here and put your ear against it, you can hear the sound of moving chains and coughing again and slow, soft murmuring. It seems like more than one voice.
Okay. Muiri will turn back around and say very softly, "We need to bring the Varisians to the elevator. Take Majenko and send it up. There's something in this room." She'll point to the wall. And we'll just have to see if it's going to try and kill us.
Shala begins moving bed to bed, looking at each of them. Ruin's not here.
Of the Varisians that were taken, there are still more missing. And Muiri will make her way down to this room.
Before, Freya would make a note to stop you if you tried to touch the door. She wants to investigate it first, because, well, we've already seen one door trapped here, so...
Go for it.
Yeah.
Is everybody else moving people?
It would be unusual for, of all doors, the one in the med bay to be trapped, but you never know. These are crazy cold bastards.
Right. Shala would probably help Rhea. I don't think Shala could carry one on her own.
Yeah, Amelia has +0, so probably not much use.
Between you and Cressida, I think you can work it.
Yeah, you can help Cressida.
Sure.
Yeah, Majenko, Muiri will send Majenko to go sit on Cressida's shoulder.
Alright. You're able to all pick up the bodies. They are lighter than you expect. They're obviously malnourished. And take them to the lift. Now, while they're doing that, what do the other three do?
Freya is investigating the door. This time, looking first, because that did not work well last time.
I understand.
Yeah.
22. You do not see any traps of any kind on the door, nor do you see locks. It is double doors, wooden double doors latched with a simple wooden latch.
Okay.
Yeah, she would turn to Moiri after giving a thorough inspection and give a subtle nod to proceed.
Moiri will step forward and very gingerly open the door.
Okay. Give me a second. You open the door, and you see inside a corridor. And to each side of the corridor are iron doors slotted with windows, much like one might find in a prison or an asylum. Faint bloodstains fleck the straw-strewn flagstones. And inside 5 of the 8 rooms, you hear coughing or movement or muttering.
Moiri will gingerly step inside, keeping eyes and ears peeled.
You see through the windows more Varisians. 5 more. They are in slightly better condition than the ones that were comatose, but they also look dirty and unkempt and malnourished.
Do they show symptoms of the blood veil?
No, none.
Okay.
And they look up at you, some with fear, some with curiosity. One hacking too much to even care. He's coughing and hacking, but he doesn't show signs of the blood veil.
Gotcha. Moiri will raise her hands gently to show she's not carrying a weapon forward, and she'll speak softly. I'm here to help you. We're going to get you out.
The one looks up. Really? It's an older woman, probably in her 50s. She was probably fairly attractive in her youth. Not as many lines on her face as you might expect. Hair starting to turn pepper. And she looks at you with wide green eyes. This isn't some joke?
Moiri is very clearly wearing the holy symbol and the colors of Serenray.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. We're moving the others outside upstairs now. Our clerics upstairs. God. I need you to be quiet.
Oh. They did horrible things. Horrible things to all of us.
Yes. And they will pay for what they've done. I am not in a forgiving and nor, I believe, easy. Come, we'll get you out of here. If there's anyone who needs immediate medical attention, please tell me.
The doors themselves are only locked from the inside. They have metal slats that lock them. So it's a simple matter of pulling back the slat and opening the door.
To the one that seemed a bit healthier, who's able to talk, Rhea would speak up a bit and would ask, "Are there others? We saw the ones on our way here, but are there any below, if you would know?"
One. There was one. A young lad. Bright-eyed.
Moiri will close her eyes. Ruan.
Yes, that was his name. Good kid.
I thought so.
Used to hum to try and keep our spirits up in the cells. But he took him.
Rolf.
Rolf? No. No. Not that one.
Who?
She kind of swallows. A man. Pale of skin. Red eyes. Dressed in very rich clothing. Gaudy, almost.
Oh God, I knew we shouldn't have let him live. I know that one too. Let's get you out of here.
And you all begin opening the doors. These people don't need to be carried. They can walk on their own, if only just. They still have signs of experimentation on them, but it seems like they were perhaps the next batch, or perhaps they rotate out. Whatever the case may be, they aren't drugged like the others were.
Gotcha. Weary will lead them to the elevators and tell them, the clerics upstairs will help you.
They nod. Everyone seems stunned, almost like they can't quite grasp what's actually happening, but they gratefully move towards the lift with their comatose brothers and sisters. You are able, without hindrance, to get them all into the lift, and with that, Majenko flies off your shoulder, lands on the control panel, and gives a nod to Murray, and with the talon, flicks it up.
Murray will wait for it to come back down, however long that takes.
You see that, whereas you're standing there, Shala is standing in the room behind you, visibly shaking.
Murray will go over and just very gently place a hand on her arm.
She looks at you with terrified eyes. We can't beat him.
Murray takes a deep breath. We have to try. The Grey Goddess comes for us all, even those who have defied her touch.
She looks at Murray and swallows. I will not leave ruin behind.
I know.
But you have to understand. He is beyond us, if anything he said was true. Beyond all of us.
She sighs. That may be. We still must try, child. If we are to save your friend, we must push forward.
Shala nods and closes her eyes and takes a deep, steadying breath.
Murray will gently pull her into a hug. Do not forget, child. We stand with you. You do not do this alone.
She doesn't resist. And you feel, with a few shuddering breaths, she stops shaking.
Murray will continue to hug her until she moves away.
She'll stretch, push you at arm's length and nod. I'm okay.
Murray will nod and turn back to wait for the elevator to come back down.
It takes, a good 10 minutes or so. But the elevator does come back down. And Majenko flaps his wings and flies out. He says, the clerics, the two that were left, have taken them. They will call for their brothers, but again they inform me that they are spent. They do not seem like fighters, and without their spells, well... And he flutters his wings almost like a shrug.
We will have to trust them, since we cannot stand guard ourselves.
Majenko then flutters back to Muri's shoulder.
Thank you, little friend. Oh, we press on.
Ross will come up to the door and then start examining it.
I do want to ask before we move on too far. At the table in the room where all the Varisians were previously sedated, are there any of the sedatives left on the table? Or anywhere, like, could I investigate to look to see if there's any of those such things here?
Do you aren't familiar in medical? You wouldn't be able to. You can tell that there is fluid there, but you're not skilled in medicine to know what it is. You know it's not magical. That's about it.
She's gonna have to go get Mom.
Or Ross. Ross is also skilled in medicine.
That's true.
So is Rhea.
She doesn't know these things, though.
Yeah.
By proximity, considering that Miri during that time was probably talking to Shella, I think if Aras is okay with it, she would go ask for her help.
Sure. I'll come in.
Because Aras knows a lot of weird things. Of course, you know about drugs.
Aras, roll me a medicine check.
Alright.
Okay.
She does not know about
Never seen it before.
It's clear and sticky.
It doesn't have anything written on the labels. If they had names, I could tell you, but...
That's it. That's how science works. There's no labels, don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, you really are gonna have to go get one of the...
Rhea or Miri, yeah.
She'll raise an eyebrow to that, a bit confused, because you're talking about our labels, and she'll say, I suppose, well, maybe looking further in depth at these later would be a good idea, even if they are simple sedatives. Not that she technically knows that, but it's in a container, right?
It is.
So, carrying it, even if we have no idea what it is, shouldn't be an issue. Unless it's somehow explosive or flammable, which hopefully it's not.
Or alive.
I mean, that would too.
If it looks like... does it look like medical drugs or bottles?
It looks like a flask that might carry medicine of some kind, or water, or alchemist fire. They all look fairly similar when it comes to how they're carried.
Sure. Ross will probably just grab it and say, we can figure it out later.
Alright. Someone mark mysterious substance in your inventory.
That can be Freya, because she's the one that decided to bring it.
I can write it down, yeah.
Out of curiosity, what
Freya,
is your
carrier of
constitution
mysterious liquids.
What?
I said Freya, the carrier of mysterious liquids.
Hey, on a completely unrelated note, what is your constitution score, Freya? No, I'm kidding.
Like 3. Not the modifier, just a 3.
Just the score. She sneezes and she blows out a lung.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright. So, do you guys press on?
Yeah. When whoever is done looking at the door.
Yeah. Start by, looking at it. And then... shoot. I'm gonna quickly look in my bag and see if I've got something, I can throw at it, so,
Throw at it from a safe distance.
So the doors themselves are large in metal, but they don't have the same ghastly decoration the first room did. They are closed and have 2 large rings to pull them.
Still gonna take out an earplug and throw it at it.
Sure. You throw it at it. There's a dull thung, and it falls to the floor. Nothing happens.
Okay. Then is it locked? Or
Roll me an investigation check.
Freya will aid you.
Ah. 14.
It is not locked, nor do you sense any traps. They are simply big, which means that someone with some brawn or multiple people are going to have to grab them and pull them open, and they open towards you.
Well, okay.
See Flurry's token slowly moving towards the door.
That'll kind of give us a chance to set up.
Yeah. It's okay. Mom has this under control.
Yeah, so everybody needs to move to the sides of the room so we're not immediately shot as soon as we open.
Just sort of hiding behind Cressida.
Bastion of mankind.
We will walk up and grab one link and glance over at Rhea. Here to help. Stay behind the doors. We don't know what's on the other side. We're rolling strength.
No, you don't need to. You can definitely pull it open. That's not an issue.
No, Ross, I don't want to destroy your cover, but I don't think Cressida would be in the far back, so I'm gonna move her up a little.
I know.
I'm pretty sure she'd be at the door, yeah.
Maybe not right there, because I'm going to open this door.
That's fair.
Face, so.
Here, she'll stand back over there.
You're gonna open it right into her face.
Well, I mean, the door may not fully, extend that way. It may just open, the 90 degrees and just stop. Depends on the door.
Anyways, we open the door.
Yeah.
If everyone would give me just a moment here.
Uh-oh.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no. Whatever's in there, prepared or not, we have to do it now.
Plot twist, the door's a mimic and you both got grabbed. There you go.
Would you stop giving your brother ideas?
That would not make a lot of sense to be here. I hope they have a good relationship with that mimic.
Yeah, and I think the door would have, at least teeth that you could probably see.
Actually,
Not
I
necessarily,
believe on the
no.
5th edition stat block for the mimic, it is indiscernible from the rest of the environment.
You
Yeah.
pull open the door slowly, drags across the floor. As you do so, you see a large room. Now, everyone, let me describe what you're seeing, and then I will give you all chances to do things, but let me get through what you see, because there's a lot going on here. Alright?
Yeah, boy.
Sure.
Go for it.
Are you kidding me? Hang on. Oh, I thought they would, be shown, but they're not. So give me a second. I thought I figured a thing out, but I didn't. That's
So what you're
fine.
telling me is combat. That's
No.
scary.
No, that's not what I'm telling you at all.
Okay, good.
I mean, you can tell yourself that. I'm just not telling you that.
Oh, Christ. Oh, Christ. Oh, God.
Alright. So, as you pull the door open, the stinging scent of harsh chemicals chokes this high-ceiling chamber. 3 huge metal vats bubble here, each more than 6 feet tall. A sturdy series of catwalks 10 feet off the ground stretches over and around the vats, allowing those above to attend whatever slurry products the foul green-brown mist emanates from each gigantic vessel. Circling the upper portion of the room is an elaborate mosaic of white, black, and green stone that depicts a giant half-skeletal woman in black veils, dancing among fields of the dead, undying and dying. On the catwalk to your left, you see a familiar form, for Aras at least. The doctor that you saw when spying in that room with the rapier at his hip, that told them to move everyone down below and kill the others. To the right, you see what looks like a large skeleton of a minotaur wielding a gigantic axe. In front of you, directly in front of the door, stands a large figure with the skull of a horse, wings of a black crow, and hooves of a goat. It carries on its back a sickly-looking bow and stands over 12 feet tall. Does anyone have... oh god, let me even see what skill that would be. Knowledge religion.
Yeah.
Anyone who has proficiency in knowledge religion, go ahead and roll it for me.
Oh dear god.
We're all sitting over here, quietly being disappointed.
I got a 20.
Rhea.
Real quick, would I be able to roll that because of my background, or no?
No.
Okay.
Unfortunately not. Rhea, you've heard stories of these. They're called Leuku demons. They are demons of pestilence and plague, and they are very dangerous. Behind the Leuku demon stands one more figure on the catwalk, serene and elegant, just like you always remembered Freya, with one exception. Instead of golden curled hair, her hair is now black as midnight, and Diason stands on the catwalk, staring down at you.
Huh. I mean, Freya has a lot of repressed feelings that I, as a player, don't do the justice of showing. Because I'm not as amazing of a roleplay master as I'd like to think. I don't think, however, she would take the time to talk about this. I think whether the rest of the party wanted it or not, she would just go into initiative.
God, I thought you were going to say go into the room, and I was like, I will physically block the door, you frail child.
Oh, I mean, she's gonna do something. I don't know what yet. Depends on her initiative roll.
Well, shall we all go into initiative then?
Yes, we shall, because I have a 4th level spell to do.
If I have to.
You don't have to. You do.
Can I cast some spells before initiative?
Nope, you didn't denote
I think
it.
it's a bit late for that.
Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt.
No, I mean, but you should have done that before you guys opened the door, honestly.
I know.
Yeah.
Squee, remind me real quick, does Annika need an initiative, or she just goes on my turn?
Annika goes on your turn.
Okay. Never mind then.
Give me
I'll
just
go
a
ahead
second, I'll
and
be right back.
roll for Shala.
I shall roll for her.
Too late.
Oh, sure.
I already have her sheet up, so.
Sure. More than fine.
Oof, God damn it, I rolled a 2.
Cressida got a 2 as well.
Yeah, but she has a 5.
Well,
The tanks are in the back.
Hey, Squid,
Yes.
how tall is the roof?
The roof's actually about 30 feet above you.
Okay, so like 20 feet above the catwalk?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just arranging things for our lovely viewers. So, no peaceful discourse this time.
Oh, I'm waiting for my turn. I'll talk then while she's doing her spell.
Gotcha. All right. Everyone ready?
No.
Murray's gonna be back in just a second.
Oh, sure. You know what? Tell you what. Let me go grab a drink too. And hey, on the bright side, there's not 27 of them.
Yeah.
I have no joke for that.
Oh,
Neither do I.
Bright side of life. Doo-doo. Okay, I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back.
Dear God.
TPK. TPK.
Well, I guess it's a good thing I have a character lined up after this.
Oh, God.
I'm trying to figure out if I should use a more defensive spell or offensive. Because on one hand, AC, on the other hand, damage.
And I'm back. Everyone here?
Yeah. Well, I think
Yeah, I think we're missing Laura.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
But I mean, keep like Compel Duel up or something and just Divine Smite it to death. You'll be fine.
I will be using Divine Smite, but I still need to pick a spell. Because Divine Smite just takes a slot, but it's not a spell.
Well,
might
right,
I
right.
suggest create water?
Create water.
Yeah.
I don't have that.
I was gonna say, if nothing else, Compel Duel always works. It's a good spell. But
I don't have that prepped, so I'll have to save the
I can't believe you didn't make create water ready. You knew.
I'm not
you
capable of learning that spell. I
You
can
knew
purify
where you
food
were
and water.
headed. You know what? A true paladin would have found a way.
I just take a level in Druid, it's fine.
Well, Ross knows for a fact you have a potion of heroism that'll give you some extra HP and a scroll of Compel Duel, so...
Yeah.
By the way,
I'm definitely going to be using them.
By the way, You guys are more than welcome to control Shala for this fight, because I'm pretty sure at the moment, none of you are trying to kill each other.
That's after the fight.
Sure. So, whoever would like to take control of Shala, just denote it now.
I have Cressida, so
Yes, you do.
I'll just throw that at one of you guys.
Rhea, take your girlfriend.
God damn it.
You know, that's a bad idea. But
Yeah.
Sure.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I'm not sure it's a good idea if I take her either.
All right. You know what? I will control it. There's not so many people in this fight that I'm not worried. So I will control for it, Shala.
If you want, I know how to run a bard as well.
No, it's fine. I'm good.
Okay,
Actually,
okay.
I'm fine. Honestly, if I ran 20-something people, I'm sure I can handle 5.
Fair. Yes.
All right. So, at the top of the order, the door is open. You see what lays before you. Amelia, you are the first to act. What do you do?
That's a damn good question. I probably should have figured that out beforehand. 10, I should probably actually stand on like a for really real square. 5, 10. Fuck.
Got any big spells? Now's probably the time.
Acid splash.
Acid splash at 9th level.
Acid splash.
I mean, can you throw it at higher levels?
No, it just
It's a
scales
cantrip.
as you level up, yeah.
It doesn't have higher levels.
Fucking wish. Goddamn.
I mean, there's Vitriolic Sphere, which is Acid Splash, but level 4.
I mean, given this thing is a demon of pestilence, I'm going to guess it also has some resistance to this. I don't know if acid is, but
Stop being meta.
Yeah.
Oh, snippity snap.
Oh man. Calling her out. And shit.
fine. I guess I won't be helpful.
Yikes.
Even more snippity snap.
Alright, I'm going to cast, it's, for some reason the pointer thing is not showing the distance.
There it is. Yeah, it's not. Odd.
I don't know why.
Still, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 feet to the demon. Another 50, I'd say 55 feet to Endiason, because she's also 10 feet up.
Okay, gotcha. I would like to cast, does it have to be anything specific? Nope, I would like to cast Shatter. Right between the demon and Diason.
Okay.
So
A second here.
that's
Why isn't
Let
the other one
me-
ending?
This is some
oh,
really intense harpsichord music going on here.
There we go.
right, and then I need to cast. Oh, for fucking's sake. Okay, so Endiason saved, but the demon did not.
Correct.
Because
So,
it's still not showing the correct thing.
Give me 1 second here. And what type of damage is that? Thunder damage, correct?
Thunder.
It is,
Thunder.
yes, it is 3 d8.
Gotcha. So go ahead and roll the damage, and Dyson will take half.
All right.
All right,
so
I'll go ahead and add
16.
the I'll add the other 8 damage to the Luca demon. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
So as the door opens, Amelia flings forth her hand, says words of power, and there's this gong sound in between them as rippling thunder waves wash over them, staggering both of them. The Luca demon stumbles forward to stab him, and Diason stands tall against him. Anything else for your turn? I should also put this on.
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
What are you putting
I
on
was
me?
putting the turn tracker on you so that I can start doing this. Freya, it's your turn.
Alright. So Freya's gonna walk out. And she's going to stand there very firmly and look at Diason straight in the eyes. And she'll say, Diason, no, Raylan, you've pained me enough. Leave. And she's gonna cast Banishment on her.
Oh. Go ahead and
So what?
cast it.
I'm trying to figure out how to put this in chat. I don't know how to use the system still. But I do want to mention...
So, first you control click on Diason, and then you kind of mouse over the spell until you see a highlighted part, and usually it's what they have to save against, and then you double click that highlighted part.
I found it. I have to click on, like, the magnifying glass. There we go. But before I actually put it in chat, I'm going to use my Portent feature and force her to take a natural 1 on this saving throw.
Well,
Holy
unfortunately for you, and Diason uses her reaction to cast Dispel Magic. I mean, not Dispel Magic, Counterspell.
Okay. Freya uses her reaction to cast Counterspell as well.
I love it. Counterspell, the Counterspell.
I am out of 3rd level spell slots. And my 4th.
And Diason fails her first charisma check and burns a legendary resistance to roll it again. So, I do legendary resistances a little differently than the rules is written, because quite frankly, as rules is written, I think they're a little cheap. The way I handle legendary resistances is if they fail a save, they can burn a legendary resistance to succeed in the save. If they fail it again, they can burn another one. They can keep burning them until they succeed the save, or run out of legendary resistance, or choose to take the spell. Does that make sense to everyone?
Mm-hmm. But I did force her to have a 1 already,
right.
so she used the legendary resistance to roll that 5.
Oh, she did. No, she didn't. Nope, because you forced her to have a 1, and she still rolls.
Well, it still forces the fail, though. She doesn't get to roll.
Exactly. So that doesn't burn. That's her normal check. Now she can burn a legendary resistance to roll again.
No. What I'm saying is, Portent replaces her normal check.
Yes, but
she doesn't
still,
get one.
Yes, but this still counts as her check. I don't know, dude.
She wouldn't have rolled if I hadn't
used
used Portent.
That's not true. It replaces her roll, which means she rolls, and then you say, no, it's actually this.
Well, it actually says I have to specify before she rolls.
I understand, but she still rolls.
It says
the spell,
not.
The skill literally says you can replace a roll, meaning they have to roll, and then you say, nope, I'm giving them this instead. So they still roll. This still counts not as her legendary resistance, but as her first roll that you replaced. The ability itself says we replace a roll. If they don't roll, what are you replacing?
It does say to say you do it before the roll.
I understand, right?
Fine.
That's fine, because you can't wait until after the roll and then choose. You have to spend the action. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
either way, I
roll
don't
again.
think it matters since she's still doing that one.
But it does matter because it's how many resistances she has to burn to try it.
Yeah, I was arguing for her burning an extra resistance. But...
I'm sorry, my friend, but no.
Okay.
She's going to burn a legendary resistance to try this again. She only has a +1 though. Well, that is enough.
That's annoying.
I know. Legendary resistances suck.
Okay. I am like, fuck, and I run away because that was my big move.
And Diason laughs as you run away, and you hear, "You were nothing but dead weight. It was your brother I wanted."
Yeah, but I can't react to that on my turn. I already did so much.
I'm a little loose with conversations. As long as it doesn't turn into monologuing, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then. After her spell fails, I think she'll stop for a moment and catch her breath, and she'll say, "Yeah, we'll see about that when I stick you in one of those vats.
All right.
Treat you like one of your own patients."
And then, do you run or do you stay?
I'm gonna move.
Gotcha.
I'm still a spellcaster, yeah.
I understand. Fair enough. Anything else for your turn?
That is the end of my turn.
Alright. The demon lifts its head up, stands to its full height, stomps over to the door, and in a 20-foot cone, which, gosh darn it, I wish I knew how to draw cones here. Nope, that's a circle. That's a cone. 5, 10, 15, 20. That's only gonna get 2 people, actually. You lucky dogs, you. Well, and Amelia, I'm asking for a bit of honesty here. Where would Annika be? I will go by whatever you say.
Annika usually stays behind and a little to either the left or the right
So we'll
of
say here?
Amelia's. Yeah.
Perfect. So it
Yeah,
works
I grabbed
forward.
onto both of them to move them both at the same time, and I couldn't figure out how to unselect it.
No, that's more than fine. That's more than fine. The Luca demon opens its maw, and a cloud of flies escape from it, covering Rhea and Amelia. As you have to roll a Constitution save.
I was gonna say, there's no save? What the fuck?
No, there absolutely is. Rhea fails. Amelia succeeds.
Constitution. Oh yeah, it's automatic. Yay! Gross.
Yikes.
I should ask, because I
Wait,
realized
is
the
this
cone...
disease?
What's up?
Is this a disease thing?
No.
Because
No.
okay,
I
The
would let you
cone
know if it was.
Messed up. Is the
It's
Luca
just
demon
bugs.
on proper tiles?
Yeah, yeah, he's not quite. The Luca demon's right at the door. So
There we go.
sorry, where
That
we at?
that looks
Yeah.
better. Okay.
So he's large. He's a little hard. Can I actually move this? No. You know what? I'll just draw it again from here. So it still only hits Rhea and Amelia. So Amelia, you take. Actually, you know what? Let me be sure of this. Let's see. A creature, you take 8d6 points of slashing damage.
Slashing damage from
Holy
bugs? Jesus.
Well, more like the bugs are biting you as they fly past.
I suppose that's
Sharp
fair.
teeth. I don't see a way to roll that here. Let me see if this works. I don't know what that did. Okay. I don't know what that did either. That did nothing. Fine. I will just roll 66.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And Amelia, you take half this. Rhea, you take the full amount.
Oh boy.
So 12 for Amelia,
Nice.
24 for Rhea, as the flies just bite and claw. Then, as they continue to do so, bite and claw at you. Give me a second here as I read
Wait,
this.
hold on.
Does it have a fucking multi-attack?
No, not like what you're thinking.
Oh god.
Square. Okay. Oh gosh. All right. Is it shift? Oh wow. 15, 20. Oh god. Okay. Seriously, I just want to move this. Can I not move it? All right. I guess I can. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm working on it. There we go. The flies begin to swirl in a 15-foot square all around. And it's quite clear that anyone who ends their turn in the square for however long it lasts, which, Rhea, from your stories, it shouldn't last too long. You've heard of this attack before. But anyone who ends their turn in this square will have to make a Constitution saving throw to avoid getting damaged. Until the flies dissipate, or are dissipated somehow.
That's lovely.
And that is his turn. Give me a second here. As it is now the Doctor's turn. Doctor stands there, holding his rapier ready. Shala's turn. Oh joy. What does Shala have real quick? Sorry guys, I'll make this as quick as I can. Does she have anything good? Not quite. She will vicious. Alright, I'll just make it simple. She'll vicious mockery the demon, as she's not quite sure what to do. That's a hell of a thing that just happened. No, what am I talking about? She's gonna healing word Rhea. Rhea, you get 7 points of health back.
Much appreciated.
Alright. Okay. Shala is also going to give Bardic Inspiration.
Healing word is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah.
So she could not do that.
Oh, she could not do that, you're right. But she could still cast a spell.
That is true. Well, she could cast a can. No, you have modified rolls on that.
Right,
She could
I
cast
do
a
have
normal
slightly
spell.
modified
Yeah.
rolls on that, yeah. Alright, fine. She is going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the demon. So I'm going to untarget Rhea. Cast Dissonant Whispers. And he fails. She begins playing furiously on her violin a discordant tune, and the Luca demon grabs its horse skull of a head and cries out in pain as it takes 9 points of damage, and as a reaction, walks away from the door.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
I don't think it will matter on the fact of whether he's saved or not, but you may need to edit in her sheet. Dissonant Whisper should be a wisdom save, not a charisma.
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Alright. And that will be her turn. And Diason, you hear laughing from the banister. Prostrate yourselves before the pallid princess, and I will only cripple you, so that you may watch as her brilliant essence germinates inside you.
Oh my God, I can't think of that without
I don't like the sound of that.
the loaf of bread talking. Evil seed of what you've done germinates within you.
She casts a spell. Weary, you're
What?
somewhat aware of the spell, and Rhea, you would probably be as well. She casts a modified version of Shield of Faith on herself.
Don't like that.
Don't like that either.
And that is her turn. Weary, your turn.
Thank God. I'm so glad that fucking thing moved back, because we are gonna cast Guardian of Faith. So, a spectral guardian appears and hovers for the duration in the unoccupied space of your choice, which is going to be, I'm moving Weary briefly to denote where I want it to go. So it's gonna go right here. No, not there. Hold on. Snap into a square. There you go. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
And then if you're doing a circle, if you hold down Control and then press both mouse buttons and drag it, you can make the circle.
Hold down Control and press
both mouse buttons and drag. You can denote where that circle is.
Oh, that's actually perfect.
Isn't it? That's kind of cool.
Wait, no, hold on. Can I edit that? There we go. What? Yeah, it needs to be 10 feet, so mine is perfect. And it will attack anything that gets within 10 feet of it.
Whoa.
They have to...
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, there's way too many circles there.
Yeah, it just needs to be lined.
Anything that gets within that circle?
Any creature hostile to you that moves to a space within 10 feet of the Guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed a Dex saving throw. The creature takes 20 radiant damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. The Guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage.
Gotcha. So basically, for our purposes, if it steps into this ring.
Yes.
Gotcha.
So get fucked, demon.
All right. Anything else for your turn?
I will also conjure my spiritual weapon.
Okay. Where would you like to place it?
Like right here. Oh, well, I'm moving Mary. Like right here.
Alright, so the spiritual weapon there, and then Murray back where she is.
Yeah.
So give me a second here. I've used a sword before, right? I've given you one. Yeah.
I think
Scimitar.
her thing is a scimitar.
It's
yeah.
not. I know it's not a scimitar, but here's a token at least to keep track of.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. You should be able to move that. Alright, anything else for your turn?
Nope.
Alright, if you could please roll me a constitution check.
Yeah.
Murray is in the cube. The cube goes through her square. However, you succeed.
I should ask, because it doesn't highlight it. Like, I get the perimeter of it is, but
it's also kind of off-center. That point should actually be in between those two squares, but I don't know how to move it.
well, but this is a 15-foot cube, but it's covering 20 feet. This is also just an incorrect cube.
No, it's not. How is it an incorrect cube?
Because if it's 15 feet and a tile is 5 feet long, you notice how it goes from 4 tiles across and 4 tiles vertical.
No, it does kind of highlight what. No, it does kind of highlight what it's affected. See how the tiles in the middle are purple?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
I
the
get
corner
that.
Around
pieces
the edges
are.
aren't.
You know what though, Rin? I see what you're saying, but if you got to look at it, it's a little off center. That 4 squares you're talking about is from corner to corner, so it's going to be a little bit more. You see what I'm saying?
Well, I was saying, because if for board game reasons, right,
Uh-huh.
to just make it simplified and balanced, shouldn't it only cover a 3x3 space since it's a 15-foot cube?
Which would lead to 9 squares being highlighted, and it's actually too many squares.
Yeah.
Here, let me just get rid of that. And, man. So it would be...
I'm not saying Mori wouldn't be affected by it, but it'll definitely come up, so...
Yeah, I'm just, I'm with you. I understand. And I'm with you. I'm just trying to figure out how to...
Well,
That's
I
okay.
could
That's what I
just...
need.
The issue would be getting Rhea and Cressida. It wouldn't, or Amelia. with Cressida.
Well, Amelia saved anyways.
I'm gonna say that it's a 9-foot square, and I have to choose squares. So I'm going to say it is. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. Sorry. Oh god, that's the wrong one. Is it shift? It's shift. Okay, rotate it. There. Let's do that. There. That's much better.
That's perfect, yeah.
Gosh darn it. Alright. Sorry guys, I'm learning the darn system. 15.
Gosh darn it.
And then can I move it? Yes. Okay, perfect. That's how we do it. Oh gosh, it's like 50-50. I'm gonna put it right here because that would be, the flies would have, I'm just gonna put it there. So it would get Rhea, it would get Muri.
Okay. So
sorry for the confusion, guys. I'll put the square in a right way next time. So, but you saved anyway, Muri, so you're fine. You don't take any damage. You're able to just shrug out your armor and your coarse feathers. It's just too much for them to get through.
Call my feathers coarse, bitch?
Well, but like with the silky smooth type.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
With the silky smooth type of course. And the Minotaur just stands there for now. No, actually, it would move forward. I'm trying to think what its goals are. It's just a Minotaur.
Yeah, it's not a very intelligent creature, and if it's undead, it would probably just listen to the orders of its master.
Yep. Muri, go ahead and roll damage for it, please.
It has to succeed on a dex check.
Oh, a dex check. Oh, does it? Oh, good.
I don't know what the DC is. It doesn't say.
DC, I imagine, would be spell
15.
DC.
It's a dex saving, I'm assuming. Yes.
Yes, dex save.
Yes, dexterity saving throw.
I've still never figured out how to roll their ability checks, so I'm just going to roll a d20. Besides, he gets no bonus because he had 11 dex, so no.
Okay, he takes 20 radiant damage.
20? Wow.
It's a 4th level spell.
Yeah, no, it's nice. Okay. And he walks through it, and yeah, and he is going to take his gigantic axe and swing it with 2 hands at Rhea. Oh.
Oh?
Yeah, that's what he's gonna do. 22 is a hit.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, honey.
You take 25 points of damage.
Holy
shit, that was almost max damage. This thing, by the way, is a gigantic axe. Bigger than almost Rhea herself.
Tank isn't looking too good, guys.
Jesus, that was a lot
Christ
of damage.
almighty.
And that's his turn. Aras, your turn.
Okay. Well, Aras is gonna just take a step back and shoot at the first biggest target that's available, which happens to be the Minotaur.
It does.
So I will shoot my sighted thunder cannon.
Okay.
Oh.
That's natural 1, you miss.
Well, good thing I have a second shot.
Mm-hmm. That is definitely a hit.
So I didn't... Oh, okay, it's fine.
And you do 12 points of damage. Okay, the Minotaur looks heavily damaged.
I'm wondering, Aras, maybe did your first shot hit this tank over here? The one just under the Leucodemon?
No.
Well, yeah.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that was it.
Because
I didn't activate... I mean, the thunder damage would have been on the first shot, right?
Right.
I mean, I get to choose, but...
Yeah, then choose.
Okay, I didn't know if it was something I could
imagine
choose.
it's like sneak attack, and I think we've discussed this before. Sneak attack, if you don't hit the first time, you get to. It's your first hit, so I'll treat it the same way. So go ahead and roll your thunder damage as well.
Let me just roll that. Here.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, it's badly damaged as thunder just rips through it. All right. Cressida, your turn.
It is Cressida's turn. It is only ending our turn in the cube that would be detrimental, right?
Correct.
Okay. I don't like the idea of moving in there and not being able to leave, but I'm pretty sure Cressida would take up arms.
Sure.
So she will move over towards the Minotaur skeleton.
She's a strong
And-
lass.
Yes. She's going to perform a melee attack, and I'm going to hope it lands. I did not mean to do that at advantage. Why was that at advantage?
Don't you get multiple attacks?
I'm targeting myself for some reason. That's why.
Weird.
It says one attack at Cressida.
Right.
I hit the Minotaur.
You do get multiple attacks, yes?
I do.
Okay, give me a second
I just
here.
didn't mean to do multiple attacks at once. The issue is I had myself targeted as well.
That's fine. So what we'll do is we'll take the first attack, which is a hit, and the second one if you end up making it. Does that make sense?
Okay, that's fine.
This thing is not hard to hit. It's a big.
Okay, so I hit it with my longsword. What I wanted to do is, now that I've hit it, I'm going to use one of my superiority die.
Okay.
And expend trip attack.
Okay.
So let me roll a d8 to see the additional damage.
Sure.
Additional, and I guess I should roll damage in case it just dies, but
Sure.
I don't expect it to. So it takes 13 points of damage.
Okay. Hang on a second. Okay. All right. It looks pretty rocky.
It needs to make a strength saving throw against a DC not written. Let me go calculate. Go ahead and have it make one, though, because it might pass.
All right. So this is going to be +4.
It
so
is-
that's 16.
For her, it is a DC 15.
Oh, just enough to make it. So she's unable to trip it.
Yep, that is unfortunate. She would not know that her next melee attack is going to miss, so she's going to perform it and get that same roll as earlier.
It doesn't miss. It misses
second one?
herself. It missed
Yeah.
herself.
So are you okay with me rolling another melee attack then, or?
No, what I'm saying is that second attack is a hit because its AC is only 12.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that misses
I-
because
And you made that
Cressida-
attack at your decision.
Yeah, you made an
Yeah.
attack on yourself.
I thought it had a higher AC than that. That's why I'm so used to
no.
fighting like AC like 15 plus creatures.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's just
okay.
a giant, big monster, easy to hit.
I will roll damage.
Okay. So here's what I kind of imagine. The first attack doesn't succeed in tripping it, but it does take it down to one knee, bringing its face level with Cressida, and she just, with all her strength, shield bashes its skull into a million pieces as it falls to the floor.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Anything else for Cressida?
I hate to play this part as Cressida, unless you think she would stand forward and jump into the room alone. I think she'll just move back out of the swarm.
Oh, no. Well, I mean, I'll let you do it. I mean, that's not really Cressida's style. Certainly not.
Well, do you think she would just charge in?
I mean, she might not
Okay.
charge
I
it,
mean-
but she'd
I
take a
mean-
step out of the flies at least.
Okay.
Strategically, you want to stay at this bottom ring. I'm sure she knows that
Right.
too.
That's what I was saying. She would want to hold the door because
Right.
otherwise they hold the door.
Mm-hmm.
But she would be smart enough to not stand in the flies.
Okay, so then she's gonna end her turn there.
Gotcha. Rhea, how you doing, girl?
Not having fun.
You got all of your lay on hands or something like that, so
Lay on hands. You get those back at short rest and long rest, right?
long rest.
Long rest.
Just a long rest?
Yep.
Yeah, so I
Short.
used them last time, so those are gone.
But it's
Never
also
mind.
a bonus action to take a potion for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah, but I... Oh.
But it's
All
also,
of my smite spells are bonus action.
But it's also heroic to attack.
It is. And I'm definitely planning to attack.
Well, wasn't the half-hour rest a short rest? Shouldn't you have gotten your channel divinities back?
My channel divinities don't give me, like, extra hit points necessarily.
Oh, that's too bad. It's okay, mine do, so that's what I'll do.
Oh, look at Miri flexing over there.
That's
That
okay.
wasn't a flex, that was you don't have to re-roll your character quite yet.
So, I'm gonna use, as an action, my channel divinity of Heart and Home and get the resistance to the bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damages.
Okay.
And then, moving up as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Branding Smite.
By the way, not you, Rhea, but Cressida, Murray. That's it. Cressida and Murray feel within the presence of this Luku demon, the Leoku demon, feel sick inside. Not enough that it's affecting you, but enough that you're going to have a -2 penalty on any Constitution saves against disease effects because of this thing's infectious aura. Rhea, you don't notice the thing though.
Yeah,
Everything's fine.
disgusting.
Yeah,
I'm just dying.
sure.
But everything else is fine.
You notice the blood, the copious amounts of blood.
So yeah, Branding Smite, the Channel Divinity, and then moving up. And then
Gotcha.
I guess that'll be my turn.
Understood. Okay. Back to the top of the order. Amelia, it's your turn.
Go get him!
I love how literally every time anything happens in Roll20, it's just like, oh hey, here's an error, and I'm like, fucking what
You know,
now?
I think I may have figured out what it might be. I think we might be having different versions. I might have an updated version, or you might. So after maybe tomorrow, we'll see if we can download updates.
Okay.
Because I noticed it said that something about I'm running one client and you're running another. That might be the cause. Yeah, host is 3.3.7 is running a different version than client 3.3.6. That might be it.
Gotcha.
We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll update
I have
after
the
this
same
session.
issue, but it's not
When
too
you
bad.
when you open the program, in the bottom left, it says check for updates. You can just click that and it'll go through it for you.
Yep.
Perfect.
Gotcha. Alright, 1 second. Let me just double check and see. Perfect. I'm going to cast Fireball. Because fuck these guys.
Go get him, Amelia!
So the Leoku demon succeeded and Diason did not. So roll the fireball, please.
Oh!
That is a
Fuck
very
you.
nice fireball.
That is a very nice fireball. And
39 points of damage. I'm proud.
give me 1 second though.
Wow.
Oh shoot! No, that's still not enough. She's gonna burn her last legendary resistance, and that's still not enough.
Fuck you!
Hey.
Oh!
You
yes.
you see in Diason, Rhea, you would be the only one that could see this, and Diason attempt to stand firm against the fireball as if it were nothing, but the heat is just too much, and she screams in pain as she takes 39 points of damage.
As it should be.
How?
Get fucked!
Amelia's such a... I do 10 or 40 damage. I don't do average.
Right? I either do 1 point of damage or a billion. There's no in between.
Like, the average for Fireball's like 28 points. It almost always is only within 3 points of that.
9
Oh
more
my-
points, and it would have been a max damage fireball.
Yeah.
That's
So improbable, though.
burning heat. Anything else, Amelia? Are you done wrecking face?
I think I'm good for now. I'm happy with that.
Perfect. Freya, it's your turn.
Well, things seem to be going well. She's gonna keep the heat up, not with the fireball, because no 3rd level spell slots. But she's going to cast when I go find it. It doesn't have a save attached. It does have a save attached, it just doesn't in my sheet for some reason.
Sure.
Well, I was gonna cast Mind Spike on her. Could you have her perform a Wisdom saving throw for me?
On Endiason?
On Endiason, yes.
Gotcha. Give me a second here. Alright, Can I? No, I can't. Alright, this has a +8. I wish there was a way to do 18.
Okay, she passes. So she takes half of this damage.
Freya, you do notice when you cast it and when she saves against it, a circlet on her head seems to sparkle. But she still takes, not 18 damage, she takes 9 damage.
She would take half, correct?
Yeah, so hang on a second. Alright, perfect. Just modified that. Perfecto! Anything else?
That was my action. I do not believe wizards really have bonus actions to use.
Not typically, no.
Yep, no. She's gonna be disappointed that she didn't kill her and be like, I go back to hiding.
Poor
Because
Freya.
that's the wizard way.
I'm sorry, she's saving against all your things. Alright, it's time for the Luca Demon, and he does not recharge his Breath of Flies. I like it that it automatically rolls that recharge, which is nice.
That is really nice, yeah.
But it draws the bow from its back and says something. Does anyone here speak Infernal?
No?
No.
No?
I don't know where my languages be. I'm sure I put them somewhere on here.
Let me know.
I do not speak Infernal.
Alright,
It's under abilities.
you just hear a guttural, and it seems to hold its palm open, and a black mist coalesces into it, forming an arrow as black as night. Draws
Wait,
it
I
to the
hope
bow
you
string.
know. I hope you know that you just summoned a demon in your house, but by all means, continue.
I know. He draws the arrow to its bow, targets Cressida, and lets loose. Hitting, definitely. Did that not target her? Okay, well, that's fine. I don't know why it was targeting Rhea too. Oh, because, yeah, okay. So it hits Cressida. And Cressida takes 12 points of damage. Did she actually take the damage? Let me check here. No.
I can apply it.
I got it.
Okay.
And she has to roll a DC Fortitude save or Constitution.
So
Constitution
she
plus
has-
4 from you, yeah.
Yeah.
She succeeds.
Oh. Well, yeah.
How'd you do that?
How to do,
Someone rolled that, right? Oh no,
the
she
con
did.
save?
She did. Okay, never mind. That was just me. Never mind. I got it. So she saves against it, but the black arrow just thump, buries itself halfway through her armor, and she gives like a of pain, and she coughs like from nausea, but she like goes and then grits her teeth and stands back up, unfazed.
That demon ain't got anything on her. She's gonna go get it.
And that is its turn. Rainier, person that you don't know by name, slides in. Actually, would he do that? He's smart enough to see that there's a guardian there.
Well, all you
Or
can
something.
see of it is a giant sword and shield.
True. He would have
Covering.
probably seen, the thing
Minotaur?
thing attack the Minotaur.
He's not taken, or at least to our knowledge, taken an action in the previous turn, so he is probably just watching very intently.
Exactly. Oh no, I put the wrong one in there. hang on, guys. I need to get rid of him because I have the wrong one in here. I have the original one from the Crimson Throne, and he doesn't work in this system. So give me a second.
We killed him.
Throw him in.
End of the boss fight.
Time to go home.
I'll put him right under. What? Oh, you know what? I'll just make his initiative.
It was a 17 before. Yeah.
Hey, 17. What? What happened?
You changed Amelia's to 17.
I changed Amelia's to 17. Sorry about that, Amelia. Okay, there we go. We got that. We're golden. Okay. Yeah, he slides in. You know... Oh, God, I have to put him on the gosh darn map. He's going to slide in. What's the dexterity save?
15, I think.
This is DC 15.
He is going to add 4 to this. He fails. 20 damage?
Yeah.
Alright. He confidently strolls forward, thinking that he can dodge it, and just gets pummeled by it. And is it every turn they start in there?
No, it's just when they enter it for the first time.
Gotcha. And then he's going to make attack on Cressida.
With disadvantage.
Oh, nice. Okay. What? No, not Shala. There we go. With disadvantage. And he is going to attack with his rapier. And critically miss.
Bitch.
As he would have hit spectacularly, but Rhea, I guess, uses your shield to kind of push it off to the side.
Yep.
And that's his turn. Shala!
This is a
Shala.
mini boss. Yeah.
Shala is going to cast Healing Word at second level.
Oh, honey, don't waste your spells. I'm right here. I'm about to use that.
Yeah. She knows. Well, she's not.
But
thinking
she's also
straight.
really gay, so that's okay.
How do I cast this at a higher
You
level?
get a pass.
I don't know.
You could just add an extra D4 in chat.
Yeah.
Oh, you just healed the Luca demon.
Whoops. Alright, well, okay. You know,
Shala, no.
Alright. So, Rhea, you heal 7 points. I'll take that 5 off the Luca demon. Oh boy. And then
Everyone turns around. Oh no.
And then she's going to step forward. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry. This thing disappears. The flies dissipate. She's going to step forward to where she can see it and cast Vicious Mockery on the Luca demon. Why did it go twice? Whatever. The first one's a failure. So, he takes 5 points of damage. And disadvantage on his next attack. And Rhea, you heal 7 points. And Luca Demon, give me back those 7 points, those 5 points. What are you doing? Get out of here. The Luca Demon is trying to siphon healing energy. That's Shala's turn. It is now Endias's turn. Endiasin, steps forward, enraged. And with just a wordless scream, she points at the door at you.
At you?
Hang on.
At who?
Give me a second here.
Probably Frank.
At you.
Actually,
You just said it.
Actually, no. She does not do what I was thinking she does. She does, I think. Hang on.
Cast Power Word Kill.
Power.
And that word is?
She steps
Worthless
off the
trash.
platform and floats in the air, hovering. She'll go there. She's hovering above the Luca Demon. points a finger at Rhea, and with a
Son of a
word
bitch.
snarl, targets Rhea. Remember to target Rhea. And casts
Finger of death.
Finger, no, not finger of death, good lord.
Stop.
Casts light.
Oh my god.
And that is a failure. Her spell DC is hang on, let me check.
16 or 17?
16.
16, yeah.
Oh, 17, no, her
irritating.
wisdom's +5. So that's
17.
not Rhea, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna go cry in a corner.
Please take 8d8 necrotic damage.
No, thank you. I'm dead. I'm down. Holy shit.
As she snarls, points a finger at Rhea, and just pestilence and darkness erupts around her, sucking her life force out, and Rhea drops to the floor unconscious. That is her turn.
As Moiri steps up and says, "Absolutely the fuck not, bitch." And how many hit points is half of your hit points?
30.
Rhea? 30.
I mean, well,
Heals.
wait a minute. You don't know that?
Well,
Like
no.
the metagaming with healing.
No, I'm
but-
fine with that.
Okay,
Because-
okay.
Because I have to essentially split hit points between people.
Right, with this specific thing that she's doing, without a little bit of metagaming, her ability is incredibly nerfed.
Oh, okay. You're not just casting Cure Wounds at like level
No.
5. or
No.
something. Okay.
It's a channel divinity.
Channel
That's
divinity that
that's
she splits
fine.
with people. Yeah,
I'll accept that. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
I've talked to her about it before. So
Rhea, you get 30 hit points back, and Cressida gets 5.
So, what looks like almost an anti-channel divinity, a blight, sucks life force from Rhea, causing her to drop. Her skin starts to dry and crack, and Muri steps forward in almost the opposite, almost the antithesis. I mean, in many ways, the antithesis of what Andiason stands for, and uses the light of her deity to breathe energy and not life, because Rhea wasn't dead, but energy and health back into Rhea. Anything else for your turn? You still have your spiritual weapon.
Yeah, I'd like to move that up here, if possible, to attack this dude. I don't know how fast it moves.
20 feet.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect.
So just.
And then I guess that. So that was my entire movement action. Can I attack? Can't I?
Correct. Yes. Wait, no. You can. Hang on. Bonus weapon. You can move or attack? No, you can move and attack.
I think you can move and attack.
Yeah, it's because
You
it's only
can.
20 feet. So move and attack.
Yeah, because
Okay,
it
and
lets
we
you attack on
control
summons.
click this dude.
Yes. Control click that dude.
And I'm assuming that hits him.
Yes, that's definitely a hit. Oh, he is back. I didn't make him visible.
force.
Sorry.
And he takes 4 force damage.
Sweet. So he's back on
Shouldn't that have your wisdom mod attached?
And
A
shouldn't
d8
it be...
plus 4.
Yeah, 1d8 plus 4.
Yep.
So,
Okay,
8 points. I'll add 8. I'll add 4.
8 points.
The roll to hits also. I don't think you set your spellcasting modifier for that. Or like your spellcasting stat in general, I mean. Because it didn't have the bonus to hit either.
But in any case, it changed him from wounded to heavily wounded.
Yeah, regardless, he dead AF soon.
Alright. Anything else, Murray?
That's all I can do.
Ross, it is your turn.
Enjoy your newly found hit points, Rhea.
So Ross is gonna reload and then target Andiason. Nope, wrong one. Come on. There we go. And shoot at Andiason.
That is a hit. hit.
For 27 points of damage. Sweet.
Nice. Dyson looks really hurt.
That's it. That's my turn.
And Dyson is going to take a legendary action. I'm beginning to do those. I'm not used to bosses. She's going to take her legendary action and snarling with rage at what's happening here. She will what will she do? She's gonna point her finger at Rhea. I mean, not Rhea.
Of fucking course she does.
No, Chrysidia. She's spreading the love. She took one down, even if they because here's the thing: you're healed, but you're not up. So as far as Dyson knows, you're down. She points the finger at Cressida. And
did you add the 5 back to her health?
I did.
That I gave her? Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Right. What?
She
Why?
points her finger at me, and Cressida's like, "Stop that! I don't like your finger."
She points the finger at Cressida, and again casts Blight upon her.
That's a strong legendary action.
It's taking all her legendary actions. You have to spend all of them to cast a spell.
Mm-hmm. I know. Yeah.
And Cressida fails
Neat.
miserably. Oh, Cressida, no. 38
It's okay.
points of damage as, again, the blackness swirls around and Cressida screams in pain as her life essence is drained from her.
The fireball that hit her was worse.
And it's now her turn.
Yeah, okay. Bonus action second wind, first of all. So I'm going to roll my d10 when I find it. Is this a d10? That's not a d10. That's a d10. 7 plus 7, 6. 13 hit points back.
Okay.
So
She's not
Plus,
quite
plus 2 more hit points as well.
what's the additional 2 from?
One of my auras gives plus 2 anytime you roll healing dice when you're within
That's
10
nice.
feet of me.
Yeah, she didn't know that. She's like, man, my second wind's better than normal.
dead. Yeah. It's the adrenaline.
She is going to take the attack action against this man in front of her. Don't know who he is. He's very idiotic, but he's in her way.
He actually is. He thought he could avoid that guardian. And her hit, apparently.
Yeah, I will have her hold on to her additional...
Okay. He gets hit for 10 points of damage. 30 points of damage? I don't even know why I said that. I don't know why. I saw 10 and I'm like, yeah, 30. Another hit? This guy's getting owned. Oh boy, he literally looks like he's on death's door as Rhea
He's not dead.
slashes him twice.
She's going to burn her action surge.
Oh, okay.
She's going to perform a precision strike. So that attack was an 18 to hit now.
That is enough to hit. And he's dead.
He takes 12 points of damage.
And he's dead. Taking him down.
She's,
His rapier clattering to the floor.
she still has an attack action left.
And then there were only 2. Just 2.
She is hurt to the point at which I don't really want her to drop her sword and shield for a bow to hit in Dyson, but that's probably the smart thing to do. Because the Luca demon, to her at least, does not really look that hurt, right? I have to imagine. It's just kind of like, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, the Luca demon does not look... He looks damaged, but not incredibly hurt.
So she's gonna drop her sword and shield and take a step back and pull out her bow. Because... fuck. Okay, that is the end of her turn.
Okay. Rhea.
Alright. So, let me knock off this spell. So we're recasting Branding Smite. And then moving on up. Because Rhea is not a ranged fighter.
Sure.
So, let me just see how much extra.
What was that?
I don't know.
Okay.
So,
You're asking why it's a red 10?
18.
Yeah, it rolled a disadvantage, I think, because you're still considered unconscious, right?
Yeah.
So it gives you disadvantage on attacks if you're apparently unconscious.
Here, let me remove that. There you go.
That would be nice.
There you go.
So are we counting that as is, or?
No, go ahead and roll again, because you rolled a disadvantage.
Okay. Thank you.
Well...
That doesn't help.
Don't thank me.
There was an opportunity.
Wait, who were you attacking, by the way?
It doesn't matter, because I missed.
It's true, because Andiasin is up above you. You can't reach her. She's floating.
If you back up a little bit, you can try and lure them into the circle and see if I can't deal them 20 points of radiant damage.
Actually, you should just back up, period, because I'm
Yeah,
going
that's
to be
probably a
doing
good
some
idea.
AoE spells. And I'm next.
And that's nice and all, but I'm pretty sure if I back up, I don't know the range of this demon thing, but I might get an AOO, so.
Oh,
you definitely will.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so. I think I'm just gonna stay here.
Alright, is that your turn?
Sadly.
Alright then. Amelia!
I mean, you could just position the AoE so it doesn't hit her, if that's what you're wanting to do.
That's like so much effort. Fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So-
sorry, I was just a bit lazy when I cast that fireball. My bad.
Right. I want it. Oh, fucking. There we go. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one more time. See if we can pull off another. Awesome.
Another fireball.
Yep, and both of them fail.
Yeah, and you cast it far enough back that it's not hitting Rhea, I assume.
Yes, that is correct.
Alright then. She has no legendary resistance left. Roll you down. Oh my god.
Fuck you both.
Oh my god. 33 points of damage again. Rhea and Diason. Again, the fireball. Amelia throws a scarlet drop of light that glimmers past below Andiason and the Luak demon. And then with a roar of fire, they are engulfed. And a scream of agony, and Diason falls to the floor.
Yeah, I told you, Rin, I don't do mediums.
I don't
all
know.
or nothing.
The 33 I wouldn't have been so surprised by. It was the 39. But the 33 is still very good, yeah.
Alright, and then that's it.
Alright, that's your turn. Understood. And Freya, it's your turn.
Yeah, not typically the type of enemy I would use this spell on, but it's the only damaging spell I have left. So, I needed to perform me a wisdom save. I still don't have a wisdom save attached for some reason.
For the Leoka demon?
For the Leoka demon, yes.
Alright.
Yes, I'm casting Mind Spike.
Gotcha. Wisdom save. It's just a +4. It's just a +4. Nope. 8. He misses.
So I did not roll good damage. So it takes 8 psychic damage.
Gotcha. Alright. It is heavily damaged. Is that it for your turn? You moving back to the doorway? Gotcha.
Yeah. Cover the
Speaking
scene of my turn.
Luca Demon. Oh, just barely didn't recharge that. The Luca Demon growls at Rhea and attempts to attack her with his claws.
I would prefer it didn't.
I know. But it's gonna do it anyway. First attack is a miss. Second attack is a hit. Why do I have no
Yay.
damage? Why does it not have damage? It is... Oh, it's not written correctly. Well, on the bright side, it's just 1d6 plus 7. So 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's it. That's his turn. Shala's turn. Shala is going to cast Vicious Mockery. She's pretty sure everyone's got this. So, Vicious Mockery it is. And it fails. Because of course it fails. And 5 more points to the Luca Demon and disadvantage on his next attack. Huzzah! Alright. And she will give... Oh, boy. You know what? I mean, I hate to play favorites, but Rhea's the only one in there up next to this demon. She's gonna give Rhea Bardic Inspiration. Because, like, everyone else is back here safe and sound. Rhea's in the room alone.
No, that makes sense.
Weary, your turn. Though I assume that's probably going to change.
Yes, Weary will move up.
And Rhea, don't be so hard on yourself. You've done a lot this fight, mostly.
I've gone down
Yeah, mostly.
and then
not
gotten
good
back
things.
up.
Yeah.
Used 2 of my spell slots for apparently no reason.
So first let me roll my spiritual
Absolutely.
weapon.
I mean, if it makes you feel any better. I had a
Let
really
me-
flashy move at the start that did nothing.
I know.
So, yeah.
Hey,
I wanted to just be like, the boss is not here anymore.
I mean, like I said, legendary resistances are very annoying. I know why they're there, so I keep them, but at least I don't keep them the way the rules do, because the rules just say, oh, nope, they saved. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. They saved. And the thing is, as annoying as they are, they're necessary. Otherwise, some boss
No,
fights
I
would be
know.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So it
That's-
takes 9 points of damage.
Got it. Gotcha. I'll add the extra 4.
I just wasn't expecting a humanoid to have them. I'm used to them on large creatures. That's surprising.
They're given to any bosses. If you haven't seen them on humanoids, you must not have been fighting a lot of strong, powerful bosses.
I have, but just not humanoid bosses.
Oh, well, I guess
That's
that
not
makes
the types
sense.
of campaigns I'm in, yeah.
Yeah, I see what
Like-
you're saying.
I have like a level 17 character. There's just not a lot of human enemies in that campaign.
Worms.
Funny
We're in a
enough.
world of worms.
It's
Lots of
very much
worms.
like a beast-like campaign. You're fighting a lot of stuff like, we haven't fought a Tarask, but I just predict it'll happen.
Well, in my
Um,
campaign. Oh, go ahead.
Question. So Sacred Flame, the damage for that is it plus my wisdom mod?
That depends what archetype are you?
Life.
Or domain. Life? No.
No.
Okay. Okay, so 2d8. So it takes a total of 14 points of damage.
Well, didn't it just save against it, though? It saved
Yeah,
against
Oh god, I
there's
thought I
no-
rolled that. Sorry.
That's fine.
There's no half damage for
Sadly.
Sacred Flame.
So it dodges out of the way of
Takes
the
9.
Sacred Flame. Gotcha. Alright, anything else for your action? No, you used your bonus.
Yep, I'm good.
Alright. Ross, your turn.
So I will shoot the Lucagon. Luca Demon. Oh, and I missed. and I will reload, and that is the remainder of my turn.
Okay. Rhea and Wiri, Cressida, Shala, Amelia might be able to see this. Aras could see this. And Diason's body, almost as soon as it hits the floor, begins to convulse. Her skin, once white, soft, and smooth, begins to be covered in boils, pus, and desiccation. She begins to upright. An ungodly scream, not her voice, racks through her as the favored priestess of Ugathora is given the blessing of the goddess from whom death is of no concern. And Diason stands back up, but changed, different. And Diason is now a fully blessed daughter of Ugathora, and she snarls at you. Rhea. Oops. Oh, stop it. I don't know why I kept moving on me. There we go.
So it's Cressida's turn then? Yes.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
It's in Diason.
You called Rhea, that's why I was concerned.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
turn.
In Diason's. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Rhea. She snarls at you and swings her great claw. The scythe that she once carried is now a part of her.
No, thank you.
That's a critical hit.
Holy
Oh my
fucking.
God.
Plus 11?
Yeah, plus 11. Guys, you are fighting.
Holy fuck.
You're fighting well, one of in-game bosses here. So, or book. You know what I mean? We're in a big showdown, folks.
I, as a player, get that. But
Yeah.
It has
I
a
know.
24 in a
character.
stat, and it's like level 12. That makes sense.
Yep.
That's very balanced considering our levels.
alright.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are a party of 7. Oh,
Yeah.
27
How much-
points of damage.
Wait, what
No,
was
wait,
that?
wait,
Was
wait,
that-
wait.
Yeah, it's halved.
Is it halved?
Yeah, because I have resistance to
Not
piercing,
magical.
bludgeoning, slashing.
Not magical. It's necrotic damage.
Never
Well,
mind.
no, she attacked with her claw. It's slashing
Yeah,
damage.
it's
That's right,
necrotic.
okay.
You know what? Hang on a second. 3d6 plus 8. Oh, you know what? Okay, so 3d6 of it is necrotic damage. So you see the green dice?
Mm-hmm.
That's full. The other dice is half. So that's good. So, okay, so you'll do, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 plus 8 is 17. So half of 17, which is 8. So 8
Okay.
damage plus 10. So 18 damage.
I hate to
So-
interject here, but aren't those 3d6? The green one's just the extra from the critical hit.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So hang on a
Okay,
second.
well-
Let me look at her character sheet because she does necrotic damage. No, she doesn't. I read that wrong. You're absolutely right. Just half that. So you're not dying. You are what? You took 10.
So I'm at
13.
52.
Yeah, so 13 points of damage. Yep. And it's now Cressida's turn.
That's pretty alarming. I think Cressida's gonna run forward, pick up her sword and shield.
Oh, as she does that, 1 second, because I'm reading this now. Here's what happens. Rhea,
Yeah.
don't worry, this isn't as bad as you might think. You, who ever since you became a paladin was touched by your god or goddess to be divine, have never known sickness nor disease. But you remember it. From your childhood, you were sick at times, right?
Mm-hmm.
You gain a faint remembrance of what it was like to be sick. Something on the edge of you tells you that that claw that hit you should have been much worse. But the divine protection of your god has saved you. Cressida, your turn.
Oh, and Ross was pointing out to remove the unconscious condition from Rhea.
Yes. Yes,
Again?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you didn't even go unconscious that time. I'm sorry for the mistake. I completely misread that move. Alright, yes, Cressida.
Okay, yeah, she can move it. So she's going to probably running forward, pick up her sword and shield, and run to the aid of Rhea. I'm trying to see what she can do to help you here, because she used a lot of her big stuff to deal with the other guy. Because he was just in the way. Well, here's the thing. She is obviously more dangerous, but the Luca demon is almost dead compared to her not being. We could potentially just kill the Luca demon before it gets another turn. So I'm going to have her, despite how scary the other person is, she's going to move up and actually attack the Luca demon.
Okay. Roll to slay. That's a hit. That's 10 damage. Your sword sinks into his sickly flesh.
Going to perform another strike.
That's another hit. Cressida attacking with all her might, despite the arrow of black darkness sticking out of her shoulder, hitting home every time.
I already rolled the attack, so I think I can't do that. Never mind. So she's going to do that instead. So just deal an extra 10 damage to him.
Good lord. All right. Yeah, this thing looks very badly damaged, but it's still on its feet. Is that your turn?
That is the end of her turn.
Rhea. You're not looking so hot.
Nope. So I'm going to hopefully make 2 attacks against Andiason.
That's a hit. Oh, that's a hit. That's right. And Dyson's not the best when it comes to AC.
Okay. So there's this, and then with the spell, it's an extra 2d6.
Remember, it's undead, so.
Yep.
Alright. So.
And then throwing a divine smite on top of that at 2nd level. Let me just double check this.
An additional 4d8 of damage.
Yeah, so 2.
As long as she's undead.
She
4,
is very
yes.
much undead right now. She is the undeadest of the undead. She is a favored priestess of the goddess of undeath, Ugathor.
So then plus this as well.
So, like, if ever there was someone Weary would never invite to dinner, like, it's this woman. Hands down.
Yeah.
Alright, another 13 points of damage. Okay.
Very few people meet that kill on sightless, but man, she's really up there.
Alright, Rhea. Anything else for your turn?
I don't think I have a bonus action, so no, that's it.
Amelia.
Well, what was... First of all, I need to ask, did you apply all that extra damage you just rolled, Squee?
Yep, I did indeed.
Yikes.
She
Did
has
not look
taken
at her.
a total of 26 points of damage in just that one turn.
I'm also just curious, was it branding smite?
Yes.
Okay. In case it comes up, Squee, she is now, like, beaming with radiance, so she tries to go invisible for some reason. Well, she can't.
Fair point. Perfect. Nice
But-
to know.
I don't know what she can do, so...
So it's not just the white shininess of her skin.
I mean,
Not anymore.
Not anymore, yeah. Because
to her, it's probably really disheartening.
It's kind of
She
funny
has all the
because
specific entrance.
the description is like her skin becomes like flesh and boils, but you look at the picture, you're like, no, this lady uses Dove or something. That is smooth.
I mean, gods can do some freaky shit, so... That's
Alright.
why you don't mess with them. You don't fight those.
Well, not yet, but we'll get there.
I mean, when we're like demi heroes at like level 20, sure, but
Alright, is that... So it's Amelia's turn, yeah.
Yes. Amelia is going to step forward a little bit. Just gonna target. Fuckers. And she's going to cast Shatter. Fucking goddamn it! Okay, so one of them failed,
The Luca Demon.
and dice and save.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, and then 15 damage.
By the way, here's some neat little artwork for the occasion.
You know, she's supposed to be like this priestess of undying, but she just looks like a pissed off mermaid.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
And again, I ask, where the boils be at? Because she has got silk for skin.
Right? Like, that doesn't embody disease
It's like,
to me.
you see,
That's just not fair.
Like,
you
that
guys
looks
are all pointing
that
this
looks like
out.
someone Aquaman would be fighting.
I'm just happy with this picture. It's very contextually accurate. You can see a Ross at the base of it, the little dwarf.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's gonna go down in the books. People remember this.
But yeah, that's fine.
Alright, hang on. Oh, by the way, that was enough. The shatter breaks the Luca Demon's body apart as it flies against the vat. And then there was only one. Freya, your turn.
Yeah. What the fuck did my mom just become? Technically, what? I mean, definitely confused. I think she'll say something though. So, speaking to Raylan, she'll say, What have you become? What did you want with him? Willing to give up your own humanity?
Humanity is worthless. The gift of undeath is everything.
I'm sure you'll remember it for a while. You're not going to be leaving that plane.
So she's gonna cast Pine Spike at her again, because that's original.
Yeah.
I need her to make another wisdom save.
Alrighty then. Oh gosh, what is her stats? Give me a second here. Hey, on the bright side.
Is it like no longer +8, it's like +12?
Yeah, no. It's just +6. And she rolls a 1.
Okay.
Mine
So
spike
she
away,
takes
buddy.
The full 14 points of
She
damage.
does. As she screams in pain.
That is the end of Freya's turn.
Alright, Shala's turn. Shala's worried, but man, she's also almost tapped out. She's going to continue Vicious Mockery. She's running low on spells, and she knows that there are other people in this dungeon. And that's a success. She doesn't take any damage or have any ill effects. Shala is going to give Bardic Inspiration to Cressida. And Rhea, remember you still have it in case you need it for something.
Yeah.
Worry!
Okay, so let me roll my spiritual weapon real fast.
Just out of curiosity, does the transform state have legendary actions if you're wanting to still take them?
Nope.
That's weird.
Oh, I didn't target her.
Nope.
Does a 13 hit her?
13 does hit her, yes. It's
Okay,
kind of
okay,
strange.
let me
I'm looking
target
at her
her.
stat block. She's got some massive bonuses, but also some not like in some ways she is not as good as she once was. She's missing a lot of her spells. She's missing her legendary actions.
Oh, whoops! Sorry, I rolled it again. My bad.
So I'm guessing that being in this form isn't necessarily better. It's just a different form.
So she takes a total of 9.
I think it's supposed to be. She pelts them with spells. The melee fighters go stab her to death, and then she's now a melee fighter.
Right. That might be what it was going for. And of course, legendary actions aren't a thing in Pathfinder. I'm just going off
That's true.
what suggestions were. So.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else for your turn, Murray?
Yeah, that was just my spiritual.
Oh,
weapon.
that was
We are
just your
going
spiritual
to-
weapon.
We are going to burn my other channel divinity. I'm really hoping that this is like not the hardest fight in this dungeon, but I do not have high hopes. Let me channel divinity. Well, it doesn't really matter. Both of them are within 15 feet of me. You guys, so Cressida and Rhea, you guys have 35 hit points to divvy out between the two of you. You can't go over half.
Cresta has 22, however many Rhea has.
Less than that.
Yeah,
I have 8.
a lot less.
Yeah.
Than
So, how much was it? 35?
Yeah, so there's 35 split between the two of you. You can only go up to half your hit points.
So I have 14 more hit points than her. So we'll start with getting her up to 22. Then, if we're allowed to be all tactical with the math. So give her 14 of the 35. Then there's 21 left. Split it. So I'll take 10 on Cressida, and she can have the 25.
Okay.
Because that should put you like at 33 hit points or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing a lot
so
better.
We're almost at the same. Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. Ross, it's your turn.
Yep. So I reloaded at the end of last turn, so I have 2 shots this time. Oh, son of a...
No.
Okay, and for my second shot... Oh, come on! Okay.
Well, I'm sorry.
I was thrown off by the shiny body.
And Diason, in a rage, lashes out at both of you in front of her, but she can obviously only attack one. But she's just she turns her attentions to Cressida, as her blade seemed to have no effect on Rhea. Well, I mean, other than the massive amounts of damage.
Yeah,
Cressida.
I think it had a pretty large effect, but okay.
Cressida,
Yeah.
this claw is a hit.
Oh.
So you take...
Wait, with disadvantage.
Oh. Okay, alright, hang on. Let me roll that one more time before you do anything with that damage. Still a hit.
It's still
Yeah,
Okay, I tried.
I know. So 20 points of damage. Roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
with
Plus
an
4.
additional +4 on this. That is
Uh-huh.
correct. That's a 22.
Yeah. Cressida feels intense nausea, but nothing that prevents her from fighting onwards. She just takes 20 points of damage.
Let me also see, because I believe somewhere on her here, yeah, I gave her parry, so she's going to expend her last superiority die. No, wait, I just thought about this. We short rested, didn't we?
Yes, you did.
She gets
Yes.
those back. She
Yeah.
gets those back on a short rest,
She
so
does.
she should have 3 left.
Right,
That's
you
neat.
only used 2.
But she's gonna expend that. That's helpful.
So parry lets her roll a superiority die and add her dex mod, reduce melee damage by that much.
Gotcha.
So she takes 11 less points of damage.
Alright. And as a bonus action, she's going to cast Healing Word on herself at level 2. Well, wait. Does Healing Word even work? Why does she even have that? Does it work on undead? I'm guessing...
I don't think so.
Yeah, I
but
don't
maybe
think
it's
so.
a modified.
That's what I'm thinking, maybe.
Necrotic version.
Because in Pathfinder there's channel negative energy.
Yeah.
So that's why it's doing it. So
There is a negative energy spell still, but it's like level 5.
No,
Indeed,
yeah.
I mean.
So what I do is I have a converter for this. So I think what it's doing is saying, well, it doesn't have that, but she can still heal.
So she casts Unhealing Word?
Unhealing Word on herself. Which is going to be 2d4 plus 3.
Healing Word specifically
So,
said
9.
has no effect on undead or constructs.
She heals herself for 9 points of health. That's it. That's her turn. Cressida.
Disgusting. I hate it.
Yeah.
So, Cressida is going to, because I feel bad for Ross. Ross is technically reloaded, yes?
I just shot,
She
so
just shot
no.
twice.
So no.
Yeah.
No,
Yo.
okay, I was gonna say commanding strike, but if you can't fire, then there's no
No.
point.
Barrel's empty.
Can you not do commanding strike for anybody else, or is it just?
She can, but it consumes one of her attacks and a bonus action. She'd be probably just better off. The thing is, you use commanding strike on the person who hits only once but really hard, like a rogue.
Yeah.
Or in this case, a Ross. I mean, she could use commanding strike on you if you wanted Divine Smite.
I mean, that's up to you. You're the one with her sheet.
I think she'd do it. So sure. So she's going to use her bonus action and use commanding strike. So go ahead and perform a melee attack, Rhea.
Make that bread.
Mm.
Not.
I don't believe the D8 I roll is added to your roll to hit. I think it's you just attack.
Exactly. Well, I think it's added to damage.
It is added to damage. I meant the roll to
Wait,
hit. Yeah.
wait.
no.
So that's a 9 plus what's Shala's bard thing? Is it a D6 right now?
It's a D8.
It's
D8.
D8. And she has a low AC.
Oh, you hit her.
That's
There we
enough to
go.
hit. That is enough to hit. Bardic Inspiration. Alright, so 8 damage.
So plus from the branding spell. Oh, whoops, that's too many. It would just be 8.
Alright, so plus 8. Okay.
And I'm curious, am I able to?
Yeah, you're able to make an attack action. And your
Strike.
smite is part of an attack action.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Okay, so we'll use my last spell slot
Oh boy.
to attempt. So that's first level, so that's just 3. Oh.
Still, an extra 10 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
So she overall did 26 for you, Squeeb, but 10 I think was already applied.
Right.
Or no, 8 was already
No,
applied.
I got
Sorry.
it. I got it all. In fact, she has exactly 69 points of damage done to her. All right. What else, Cressida? That was just one attack.
That was just one attack, so Cressida still has an attack action left. She's going to make a roll to hit.
That's a hit.
That is a
definitely
hit. She has another... She has more superiority die. I'm thinking, what makes more sense for her to use on this person? I don't feel like this person could be frightened.
Yeah,
But-
she's immune to prone because she can naturally hover and fly. So
She's
Well,
immune
no.
to prone.
yeah, so I mean a prone like I don't know about that actually. I think you could use prone to knock
Well, I
something
think-
out of the sky.
I want to say, even if a creature could fly, like an Eric Rock of player character, you could still make them go prone.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna say she's not.
If you can knock her back a little bit and step back into the circle, my guardian thing still has 20 damage to deal out.
Unfortunately, along with the fact that she has a reach weapon,
So she'll hit us without even us going in there. I do not have an attack to move her. I only have an attack to make her go prone. Which does kind of move her. So I'm doing something similar, because I'm going to give Rhea advantage on her attacks if she fails. I'm going to use Trick Attack. So...
Alright, so roll the other damage as well. So that's 4 extra damage, plus 10, so 14
points.
Alright, so... hang on. Okay, and she's rolling a what check?
Strength save, DC 15.
Oh, buddy, no. Strength is a plus 8. She has 26 strength.
Oh my god.
I mean...
Yeah.
It was worth a shot.
So, like Cressida goes for that swipe, and it just, like, hits her. And it hurts Cressida's hand more than it moves Andiason.
She still had a chance to fail.
Yeah, I know she did. She absolutely did.
It's just not high, yeah.
Alright, anything else for that turn?
Nope, that's the end of Cressida's turn.
I mean, she's heavily wounded, guys. Rhea, your turn.
Okay. Here goes. No.
That's a miss. That's a hit.
Thank God. Please select the damage dice. Yes, thank you.
7 points of damage. Okay. She's
Plus
another 7 points of damage. Okay. She is heavily wounded.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Back up to Amelia. Fireball.
I mean, you could.
Technically no, because I only had 2 of those. So I am out.
Yes, it's
Become a sorcerer.
Well, I mean, I was originally in fucking Pathfinder, but that didn't translate as well as I wanted to in D&D. So,
That makes sense for Amelia. Amelia feels more like a sorcerer to me than a wizard.
It does. It does make sense for her, but to get closer to what she had in the wizard.
I understand. Necromancy, yeah.
What? Who said? What? Nonsense.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
Necromancer? Who said that?
Yeah, person.
Just don't tell Mary. She's
Annika.
already on thin ice because of the sister thing.
Don't stare at Annika for too long.
Right. No, what we need to do is get Annika a nice sundress. That way nobody can see anything. Oh god. Oh no, she probably. I would bet you almost anything she's got resistance to necrotic damage.
I don't
She
know what
is
would
not
possibly
immune
give
to
you that idea.
Undead. So
She might have immunity, and she may even be healed by it. So, yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
not play that game. I was just like, let's have a taste of your own medicine with blight, and then I was like, no, that's a bad idea.
It would have been great if I still had Faust and I used his feature that makes it go through immunity, but...
Oh, that would be really cool, but God,
Poor
you really are a
Faust.
one-trick pony, aren't you? Okay, this is fine.
Acid
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 splash.
splash. Yay!
Yeah, she failed. Oh
The
my god.
17 points of damage.
She's looking really bad. Now her skin's looking like it should.
Getting some pock marks in.
Well, that wasn't an acid splash, so you know that was a shatter. But it's okay.
Yes, it was a shatter.
I was talking
Oh.
for Squeak, because Squeak's like
Oh,
acid damage.
Duh, I'm so sorry. I was saying it so much that I just imprinted. In any
Yeah,
case,
no, you.
Freya, your turn.
Freya's gonna use the OG because she's out of damaging spell slots. So she's gonna throw her sword at them.
15's a hit.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot of damage for fireball. I mean, sorry, flame sword.
And with this, Freya forms... you know what? How would you like to do this?
She's your mom.
Yeah, I'd like to say that I'm throwing this fire sword, and I have a general amount of control over it, right? It's almost like a spiritual weapon. It just is only around temporarily.
Right.
So it's like she's controlling it with telekinesis, and she, like, throws it forward, like, past Cressida's shoulder, and does a quick flurry with it, and it slices through. At first, kind of like butter, because it's on fire. And it just slices through Raylan's neck and decapitates her. And it flips back upwards and slams the head back into the vat, as she said she would.
Okay. Green liquid leaks from around the cracks, but the vat seems to be holding. As Endiason's head is pinned to the vat, the rest of her body falls limp to the ground, unmoving. Within a few seconds, the body begins to dry and crumble into dust. And then the room is quiet. And we are going to end the session there. And you, my brave, talented players, have a lot of hard choices to make, because you know that this dungeon is not empty.
Uh-huh.
But Endiason, the scourge of Corvosa, is dead. Like, really dead. Dead.
Yay!
The creator of the Blood Veil.
Resurrection spells, you know.
Round 3, let's go!
For now, she's okay. You know, she's down.
Wow, guys, what a fight.
Holy
Wow.
Oh, you thought 27 cultists was bad.
That was
That
not
was
enjoyable.
Yeah, well, I did say a long time ago, and it's been a long time coming because my boss rolls suck normally, that Pathfinder modules have some really tough fights in them. And this was one of them.
No, I really like the fight. I think that was well orchestrated by the people who wrote it.
This ain't no Van Kastriken
Yeah.
fight, I tell you what.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the fight was great. My character nearly dying like 2 or 3 times was not.
I know.
I am curious, though. What was the doctor's special ability? Like, what could he do? Because he didn't get to do anything.
Yeah, he just got fucked.
Did he have, like, an empowered sneak attack?
Yeah, he was basically a high-level cultist. I mean, I'm not going to give you his whole backstory and what he was attached to and all that stuff, but basically he was really, really good with that rapier, and, I mean, kind of doesn't have anywhere to go, so... And, honestly, he walked in there because he's got a high dex, and he's very arrogant. He's like, oh, please, I'm going to dodge.
Straight to the face.
So, all right, guys, we're going to end the stream here. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Be sure to catch us next week as we figure out what the party does next, because, I mean, it was a fantastic fight, and the heroes have defeated the Scourge of Corvosa, but there are other people in this dungeon, people, perhaps, that deserve their wrath even more. We'll see you next week.
Yeah.